Yay!
buddy. We got a bird.
Up?
We'll see how
You're a
long.
pirate.
There is bird.
You barbarian pirate.
Hello, bird.
Burb.
Burb. Just
Sound like you said
all
booby, but with a lot of accent on it. It was Burb.
Yeah, so we're just gonna hope that he doesn't try to hack my computer, because if he does, I'm gonna be in trouble. Don't bite. Don't bite. I saw that.
Don't bite, don't hack. I think you might be asking too much of the bird.
Right. Oh gosh. Look at that. Like, immediately in the chat, we got fucking Feline. What's up, lady? Good.
Fucking feline. That's a new FF.
Fucking flying Feline. She's a triple F.
Skull, beautiful. How you doing?
Don't fuck with the flying feline, you see.
Is that like the triple
That is good
threat?
advice.
No, come here.
That is good
It's
advice.
Instead of flying, he scared it with the flying cat.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute, flying cat?
The cat can fly. I did not
Abort.
approve this.
Abort.
I'm sorry that the pants are slick. Don't get
FFF.
mad at me. I didn't look. I'll keep my hand here.
I'm sorry my pants are slick.
Bird.
I'm moving on. No, I'm
No.
moving.
Oh no. Oh, that's. Oh, you're destroying the office. Why'd you have to throw?
He's trying to show off.
Honey, stop. You're froggy. Stop it. Hey.
Smart bird.
Calm down. Calm down. It's okay. There's not really a flying cat here. And even if there was, you might be able to take it. I don't know.
No, there's no way.
So was his best friend the cat, or was that Kona's?
That was Kona's. Kona's best
Okay.
friend was the cat. That's why Kona meows occasionally, because that was he communicated with his buddy. Hugin, Hugin ruled over a house of dogs because he had air superiority. So he would fly and the dog would go, whatever you want.
Now I know why you got the bird, because he's like Air Force.
Oh, it's a horrible joke.
Yeah.
I'm not that blue.
And he does little cargo drops.
He does. He does.
Yeah, that's.
He doesn't normally. At least he doesn't fly over and shit. If he poops on you,
No, he's not a seagull.
He will look you in the eye and then poop down your arm because he wants to know it was.
I want you to
look
see
you
this.
in, look in your eye, then shit down your neck. Is that what you said, Woodrow?
No, I just said then shit on you. But
Yeah, like
I thought you were quoting Trading Places.
I want Cersei to know it was me.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, just so you know, this is all out of hate. It's not that I don't understand. I know I'm not supposed to do exactly this, but I'm going to. Huh. Anyway, sorry for the chaos. He just tore up half my office.
Yeah, it was the bad half. Hello, good stuff
Hey, good
of the
good
missus.
stuff?
All right, so it's been 2 weeks. It's
It's
Yes,
so
it
crazy.
is.
We weren't going to be filming today, but circumstances really wanted
Yes,
to bring the show to y'all. So, you're welcome.
Yeah.
because of circumcision beyond our control.
Why are we 5? I don't understand why we're 5 and still laugh at stupid shit like that.
Well, I mean, Luke gave me a dirty look. Only you really laughed. So there's
Woodrow
that.
also
It
laughed.
shocked me.
I mean, it was a
It's not
general.
humor.
It was a general dirty look. It wasn't aimed specifically at you.
Woodrow guffawed.
I mean, in your general direction. You know.
Go fuck. Good word, babe.
That is kind of how I laugh.
No, I've heard you laugh. That is not a guffaw. That
Kinda
is
like that.
that is something different. Much
Would
more
you
intense.
Would you like to recap us? I'm gonna type to Feline so she knows that we see her. If the bird will allow me.
Chase. So, last time on Dice Names and Dudes, Dis left the pirates' crippled gunship to ask Perry for a quick favor, flying back into the necrotic nebula while the rest of the party fixed the ship's engines. During the repairs, the necrotic energy of the nebula lured deep space specters that began preying on the pirates in the brig. They swarmed the ship, forcing the party to finish the ship's repairs and get out of the region before they had their life drained. Back on the rebel base, plans are made for the attack on Tyr. Our new plans are made for the attack on Tyr and intercepting the slave ship. With a few days to kill, the party decided to investigate a temple, possibly holding Dis's endgame artifact, the Blood Eye. As they investigate the frozen chunk, they find the temple without power. Dis and Kronos begin working to bring the temple back online as the ground begins to shake around them. And I actually will need to start with initiative. If you want to go ahead and get the math up.
Oh, shit.
Oh my
I want to
God.
go ahead
Instantly.
and get it up.
Damn it, Sky. Get it up already.
Never been a problem.
There will be no shortage of phallic
Get rid of the banner.
references with all of the worms.
Hold on. Got rid of that.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hold on. I got to get back to brand.
Ready?
Okay. So what am I hitting? I'm hitting just
I'm
the
only
overlay.
hitting layout. You're
Okay.
doing the other stuff. Like a well-rusted
Wee, wee, wee.
machine.
Like
A well-hung machine.
like an iron trap left out in the rain too long.
Okay, initiative. We should do this with
I've
my
moved-
left hand. This is so frustrating.
I've moved Kronos up to being by the door, which is, I believe, the last thing we said was that he was moving up with
Yeah,
the power
he was moving
cells.
up towards the one power cell because
Yeah.
it's enough. Also, before we get into this, I want you to describe. You are trying to give the temple power from a section from just
Son of a
a
bitch.
door panel.
Panel, right.
So it's not really built to.
I'm just questioning who dumped out their entire dice collection while
Me.
you were talking. Bitch,
Oh.
can you wait a minute? Because I can't hear him.
So with the power and the panels that you're trying to bring back to the temple, these weren't made to transfer power back to the generator. Right, the generator was made to transfer power to here. So you're not going to be able to give the whole temple power from this spot, from this outlet. It'll lose. It'll dissipate. So what you can do though with your engineering check is you're seeing if you can hook it up to get this door and possibly the one that might be connected past it powered up, so that you guys can move through them. And you'll basically have to take the cell, move them to the next set of doors until you make your way to the generator that power up the whole temple. And that's sort of how that will work if you want all the doors to work. But you're basically, with that energy cell, moving it from door to door, hooking it up to the door itself to try and power it so you can...
Jinkifying this whole
Okay.
thing.
Yeah. So
Like,
just
hotwire this door, then hotwire that door.
Yeah. And I
I
just want to
think
be
what-
aware.
Yes,
Go ahead.
that's how this goes.
I think what Woodrow is trying to say is don't try to hardwire this shit. Just, some alligator clips, spark it, open the
Jumper
door.
cables.
A
Yeah.
wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
dental
All right.
You could try, it just
floss.
won't work.
I'm gonna
It's just-
MacGyver this thing. That's what I'm gonna do because Bryn doesn't have anything to help.
So what do you have? Strength, brawn, and wisdom. So what is the initiative rolls from now?
25.
I roll for Kirby too.
20.
Thanks to my green good luck charm, I got a 22.
Nice.
Yeah, you kept mommy from getting like her usual.
Kronos, did you say
Two.
20?
Yeah, 20.
And this, what was yours again?
25.
25.
Also, Shay, don't forget, Bryn has advantage on initiative. So you get to roll twice and see which one
Wow.
is higher.
As a barbarian.
Oh, you are my good luck charm tonight.
Excuse me.
I got a nat 20 with a 4, so 24. Thank you.
24, still in the same spot, nice.
Yeah.
This is just fucking plus 10.
You wasted a nat 20 on that. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's totally
There's
cool.
plenty more.
Green for
There's
the win.
plenty more.
Right? Don't worry, I'm
So-
trying to keep him. He's like on the verge of frogginess, and so if I stop talking to him because he's such a good boy, he's gonna bite me.
Let's not have that.
We might have a bloodbath tonight.
Just
There might be
be-
a literal bloodbath on screen. And
Just be
then-
prepared to stuff him in your beanie, please.
Life imitates art.
Okay.
when the stream goes too far.
Brutally.
It'd be like when Reno 911 when they pull up to fucking Patrick or wasn't it Patton Oswald's house and like he actually shot someone with a bow and arrow and he's like, I told him the chest was trapped. That's a fucking great show. I miss Reno 911.
Reason I would love was ridiculously amazing.
So first turn is this. You guys do well. Kronos, you are the only one who sensed the vibration of the worms. That you knew them to be like, I've sensed this exact vibration before. This is like the worms that we faced prior.
Right.
The way it moves, it's similar to the purple worm. But you're not first. Dis, you are first. You do get to go first. And the panel flicked open. Kronos kind of has walked up next to you. You can hold your turn for the door to go down, and basically you just kind of work in a different initiative. For your next turn.
I'm gonna hold my action for the door, but I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
Okay, that's good. All right then. So next is Bryn. Bryn, you're by the ship with Kirby. And it is your turn. You don't notice anything, but you can go ahead and give me with Chrono sensing it, and you guys all being connected and stuff. Go ahead and give me just a survival check. The DC is going to be hard, but your survival's pretty
I
good.
mean, obviously, I'll pass the information along to my colleagues as soon as I feel something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right. That's the reason I stealth.
I'm dying, so no, I got a 15 total.
15. Okay, so you don't naturally sense it, but as you're sort of sitting there, you do get the little notification from Kronos that says "danger." What do you send with your free action?
Just a heads up. There's some bad vibes coming from under us, and they seem familiar. Remember
Bad
purple worms?
vibration.
Thank you for saying it outright, because even though I got a ring of wisdom, I feel like if you're being too cryptic, Bryn is just like, so
You have the highest wisdom in the party.
more confusion. I know, but like you're asking.
No.
No, we have equal wisdom now. Holy shit.
I send them all a picture, like a little quick flash of Tremors, the movie.
Trevor's the movie.
Yeah.
And a brochure on purple worms.
All that you hear from down the hallway, I guess, from where you guys are is, oh, what the fuck, Kronos?
Yeah,
so,
I mean, that's the quickest way to get the idea across. So be alert.
No,
yeah, so you guys are by the ships out on this big shelf of ice that's kind of just exposed. On one side of you, there's a huge ice wall with a little hole that they have walked into. Well, that's not little, but it's like a pretty large hole that they've walked into, like a cave. And
like a hot dog down a hole.
Yeah, and then on the other side of you, off this little sheer cliff face of ice, is just a drop for thousands of feet, and it goes into mist. You can't see what's beyond.
Okay.
Well, so
gorillas are in the mist.
It's not going to just suddenly, the ice isn't going to crack underneath our ships and like engulf them in water. Okay.
Not water, just falling forever.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's got to be some kind of like autopilot thing. Like if they start falling, they'll kick in and start, flying, right?
I don't know I'm going to do that.
I don't know.
I mean, I would think that my ship at least would, and I would expect elven ships to have something like that.
I don't know. Did you guys train Enar or the Heck Puppies to pilot the ship yet?
Enar can push a button. I can't guarantee it's gonna fly well.
I mean, I can telepathically command my ship to hover, so...
Same. So there we go.
So you guys are fine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give Bryn the same fear that I have, which is very much just like heights, especially ledges with incredibly deep drop-offs, because I feel like I'm going to get thrown over the edge at some point. And
do you feel the pull? I feel the pull.
Every time. Oh no, and so off topic, I had to ref volleyball for one of the games this week, and the bar because I was the up ref, so the bar on the platform stopped under my knee. For most people, it's at least mid-thigh. For me, it was knee, and I was like, that's good. Somebody bumps this thing, I'm going over, because I'm top heavy. 3/4 of my body is above the fucking safety bar. I hate that stuff. Very pretty, buddy. So I'm gonna be like, so I don't know what you're doing, Woodrow, but I don't like the feeling that I'm gonna slip and go over the edge. So I'm just gonna
Where are you
go
moving?
someplace that has a wall to maybe stop me or that I could grip. Yeah, you think that's a good idea?
Can you tell me where you're moving?
I'm moving towards you guys.
And you want to hug a wall, or you want to be in the middle?
I don't want to hug a wall, but I want to be where if I were to slip and start sliding, I could grab a wall. So just keep me straight in the center, and I'll just
Okay.
There's no. If anything, it's angled. This cliff face is kind of angled into that chasm almost.
Yeah.
So
So if you slide,
yeah.
it's like a slip and slide.
If you
okay
did
with
slip, it would be inward. It wouldn't be out into.
Yeah.
I
you're sliding
appreciate that.
into the
That
cave.
is a good distinction that I need because that is terrifying. Hi.
A little safer.
We don't like ledges.
Okay, so she moves, and she can double move if that's all she wants to do with her. So she can move 80 feet of movement.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really do anything else, so.
Kronos,
There.
your turn, and the panel that you're connecting is open, so you can go ahead and give me an engineering check, and it is just a skill on your sheet.
Can I assist while stealthed?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not a attack or a spell, so yes, you can.
So I assist.
That
With
means
my
I get
+3
advantage on it. Or...
Now, it is the aid is action, and you had your action held. So are you not holding your action anymore to do that?
I am not helping you in any way.
Okay. Okay.
You're on your
The aid
own.
action is an action.
So, engineering.
Okay. Yeah. Just give me an engineering roll. And let me know what you-
Nat 20.
Oh shit! All right.
So 31.
I
Good to
really
know.
like how Woodrow very sassily says aiding in action is an action.
The aid action is an action, not
Yeah.
just
The aid action is an action.
attack
but
isn't
bleeding
the
is a
only
free
action.
I do
Yeah.
all this other stuff and then attack. So, with that, you get that first door pops right open, and you can actually hear another door inside. There's a sound, but it doesn't sound like a door whipped open. It sounds like a door tried to open and was somehow stopped. And then it is your reaction to use your action if you want to, Dis, because you held it. Because the door pops open.
From Kronos's tremor sense, we'll go with. Do we get any kind of an idea of how close these things could be?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Just
But
know that they're present somewhere.
Yeah, they're present in the area.
They're not within 10 feet of me, are they?
No, no.
Okay.
They're not.
If I'm just pointing out
blind
that
sight, yeah.
right. So I'm going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20.
You sense a worm. No, I'm just kidding.
You
So,
notice the
hold
ground
on.
underneath you is squishy,
When you get-
and you're not sure why.
Uh-huh.
Oh God.
So when you get to that pinnacle of that hallway real quick, as
There.
you're walking past, you see there is another panel that's tried to open up, but it's like frozen. And the door is, there's a door there, like a secret door that's trying to open, but it doesn't seem to be working. It seems like it either mechanically in the explosion something has broken, but it doesn't seem to open on its own. It will need to be forced open.
Can I try to force it open?
Yes, you can.
I got it. I can do it.
I'm going to use the
This is-
stripper pole.
This would be so since you're using your action as movement as a held. This would be part of like interacting with an object as you move. So
No,
so-
I'm fine with this being my action.
okay,
What am I rolling? Strength?
yeah, it'd be a athletics check.
Aha.
Boy.
+3. 15 plus 3 is an 18.
18. So you get your hands. There's sort of like a little slit that has opened from where it tried and stopped, and you can kind of get your fingers in there, and you start pulling, and you feel like, oh, it's definitely gonna give, and it moves a little bit and kind of slides, but then it locks and jams, and it seems like it's gonna take a lot more strength than what you're able to exert in that moment. All right.
Kirby, bring the bottle jack.
Hey.
Bryn, what's your strength? 18?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm also a fucking barbarian,
Well, mine's a 16, and I'm also not a barbarian.
And it
and I also
have a-
can
I have a
rage and
19
turn
because-
into a weird fucking animal.
I don't see how that helps us.
Yeah, that
Some of
might
them
actually
are
backfire
strong.
on us.
Some of them are strong, okay? Some of them a little less so.
You suddenly
so-
turn into an octopus.
You're like,
My-
oh.
My shadow is going to continue forward.
Okay, and also it's going to be your turn in a second since it was your held action, so it'll come back to you at the start. But first, Kirby goes, and you get a message that's saying like, I'm trying to scan for life signs, but it seems like the ice or this specific type of ice or the minerals is reflecting the scans. He can't locate the worms, but he's trying. He went back to the ship.
Not a bottle of Jack.
Frog
Bottle
G knows
Jack.
Kirby
so fucking well. I'd be like, I'm bringing the liquor. Like, that's not what I asked for.
So yeah, he's
All we
run
have is
scans,
generic.
and then it's back to
The
Dis.
fuck we do? Keggy's full of the good shit.
I was gonna say, we have a brewer with us.
Generic. Ha.
Can I move a little to the right to see what my shadow sees? Or my familiar?
Yeah.
You can't see through your shadow's
So-
eyes.
I don't know.
When you see in this room, you can, but you become blind when you do that. Like from where you are, you're blind and deaf, but you can see. So you share senses, similar to the same way with the familiar. So you can switch to either of them. But when you look in that room does look like it's completely walled off. It's just sort of like a room with pillars, and there's a big mural on that wall where it kind of connects to the other room behind it. But it's a flush wall. This is like more of similar to where you were in this hallway in the other temple. This is sort of like a Hall of Remembrance type thing. It seemed like it was where like the main murals were, but there was more. There's a room behind this, but if you go in there, it's basically cut off from the explosion and the way the temple was destroyed. It's cut off from that other room, but you can investigate the room and stuff like that from where.
So
what
I
you want.
have one question
What's
about if Dis is tunneling into basically their shadow's sight, so they're blind and deaf, like for their character. Does that
Yeah.
also mean that they can't hear the neural link because it's like they're in another realm, or?
So essentially, when they go into the shadow, no, then they can't see their neural link. None of their
That's what I
senses
thought,
work.
okay.
They're just in the shadow in
Right.
that moment.
Because my shadow doesn't have the neural link.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I just wanted to make sure that that's like it was that kind of cutoff. So like if you were to do that on the frequent, it would be best to have one of us very near you
Yeah.
to make
And the
sure that we can like I don't know push you or something if something
Oh.
comes. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So go ahead and give me an investigation check while you're in there, sort of looking around.
14 plus... Oh, 27.
27. Okay. You're the shadows in there, kind of like looking around, and it sees that there is damage to one of the murals, pretty heavy damage. From where you are, yeah, that's what you can see, and that is basically this is the start of your turn. So you've used a little bit of your shadows movement, and I don't remember what economy you used to use. I can't remember if it's part of your movement or if it's a bonus action to move the shadow. But
I can command him to go anywhere.
So he has like his own kind of like a little initiative or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. Well, he moves on my move, but his movement doesn't use up my
What's the
movement.
distance that he can't be away from you? I think it's like
30 feet by the end of the turn. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then, so yeah, you do know that there's damage to the mural, and it seems significant, but that's all you really can get from there.
Okay. He's going to
and then-
return to here at the end
Okay.
of my turn because that's 30.
And
And my action, I'm going to hold and wait for my big, beefy, brolic barbarian babe.
Okay.
Wow, that was a lot of bees.
I know, I tried to move up and help me with the
So
story.
it is, Bryn, it is your turn next.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move up to where this is. How much movement is that? I can't occupy the same space as you.
Yes, you can because we're friendly. 35.
That is some kind of friendly.
Well, technically it's 5 foot of space, so there's a little bit of room.
No, it's exactly where we're
right on top of each other.
I'm like
You're
sitting on
standing on-
Diz's shoulders.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So go ahead. If you want to get
With my feet
advantage,
touching.
Dis could use their action that they held to aid, or you could pop a rage and get advantage, but that would be popping a rage, and you would lose it if no one attacked you or you didn't make an attack against.
Can I poke her?
You
No, it
technically
has to be-
could.
I mean,
I think they could do damage.
I have to either take damage.
I will plink you with a +0 dagger.
+0 dagger.
Gently.
Gently.
Dagger of friendship.
Gently stick it between your ribs.
And no, I'll do
Loving
incapacitation damage on your butt.
You can actually do subdual damage, so you can like slap her and keep her mad. You actually literally could do that.
I've been reading mechanics of how to do this shit.
You're gonna slap me to keep me mad.
I guarantee you, I slap her ass out of nowhere in the middle of initiative, and he's gonna be plenty mad.
So you can make an athletics check similar to how Dips did to try and get the door open.
I'll just give you advantage by aiding you. It's fine.
Okay, so your held action is used for aid, and then we'll get back to your turn. Okay, heard. So you get to roll with advantage.
Okay, and if I rage,
it would do nothing at this point. You're good.
That's
you don't have to rage. Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure. All right, so you said athletics.
Yeah, correct. With advantage.
Thank goodness. I'm gonna do that again. Can you give me good luck, buddy?
Mounted combat.
Give me good luck. Okay, ready?
So, Johnny.
Buddy, you are amazing. Thank you.
27. Holy shit.
I went from 19
27.
to 27.
That's what we
little
needed.
buddy right
We
here.
needed it over 25. So
Such good luck.
I couldn't hit that.
Yeah, exactly. You're kind of in the same spot you were. You moved it back to where it like locked in place where you couldn't get it before. You're kind of pushing it there, and Bryn just kind of like comes in behind you with the big arms, one hand below where your hand is, another hand above where your hands are. So they're on either side of you, and just slides it open.
I was assisting. I loosened it.
While your hands were still on the door.
I loosened it.
You were helping.
I was in. Oh, you.
As that door slides open, though, you can clearly hear something breaking in there as it's open, but it seems to lock in place. You don't think it's going anywhere, and it's completely open. So that's just an open path now. And that was just a little bit of your movement in your technically interacting with an object during movement, because I'd say for you that wasn't too much effort.
Right.
So you still have an action if you want, and a bonus action, I'll say.
Well, I mean, I can't move anymore, so that's not really.
Yeah,
I think you still have 10, 15 movement.
My movement speed's only 40. So if I move 35 to get there,
you
then...
can go there.
Oh shit! Okay, I thought you only moved 30. Okay. So
now I'm just blocking.
Yeah.
Everything, which I'm.
So let's not have you move there. No.
Sure? I'll just block it all.
You guys could move through it, but enemies couldn't.
Can they shoot through it like magic missile and not hit me?
Yeah, they can actually.
Okay. Well then, go ahead and move me there.
They can shoot around you too and use you for cover. Technically, if that was the only space, they would give you quarter.
How about I act like a barbarian for once instead of being so damage averse, as someone has pointed out to me at some point.
That was a lot of pointing. Also, you didn't heal after your last rest.
No, I didn't. How would you like me to heal?
By hitting long rest twice. Since you got one.
I didn't think we got a long rest.
Before we came here, we did.
Yeah.
I thought that just... Okay. I was pretty...
Did you guys sleep at the Rebel base then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I know it was only it was under an hour travel here. But then,
right.
Okay, so you guys took a rest before you came.
Yeah, before we came.
Yeah.
So we could regenerate our spell slots and all that shit.
Yeah. I know, I remember. Okay. I just want to make sure. I couldn't remember where you left from to get here, but it was the Rebel base.
There was no way in hell we were going to go anywhere without...
I missed that memo, apparently.
Well, after all the combat we had on that gunship.
Yeah, that was the last thing I remembered. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Woodrow.
Kronos, is your turn.
All right. So I guess I have the battery with me or whatever?
Yeah, you have the energy cell. You're carrying it.
All right.
It's kind of like you have it on a sling, so you're not like using your arms to carry it, but it's on you.
All right. I guess I'll disconnect it and run in and join them.
What's your move?
I mean, my movement is 60. So I mean, which way are we headed? Are we heading into the room that we just obviously the one we just opened? So
Not sure yet. I don't think.
Are we ignoring your shadow, Dis?
The shadow investigated the room, found I think it was a separate mural that was damaged,
Yeah.
and no obvious other way to.
And then said, okay, maybe
Yeah,
not this
and
way.
you also investigated with your shadow from like the door. You didn't go super far in. Like I
Right.
said, that's all you could get from there. So yeah.
Well, if you two want to. Hold on. You were here, Luke.
yes.
And you can go 5 diagonally, so that way you get a little more movement.
Yeah, the way I was counting it was the way you taught me. Like every 2 diagonals, you count it as 10 instead of 5.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So no, I get that, but this kind of looks like a dead end, and my plan. And I'm sorry, this is a lot of talking, not in my turn. My plan was to have you two kind of here, and I can scout over here.
Okay. I mean, the mural will probably make more sense to you, being this is a Drow temple.
Yeah.
And last time to see the extra shit, I had to like kind of light trance or something like that in the room, if I remember right, or I got possessed or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
The only thing I was gonna do, is go look in the room and see if I saw anything with the goggles, any kind of like spiritual energy or anything like that.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 5, 40, 5, 50, 60.
60. Yep.
Unless you
So
want to
you do
double
have
move to be there.
Yeah.
well,
That door is technically open, and you have 60 movement, so you can move again on the next turn.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I mean, I can just stay right there for right now. I mean, from here I can do an investigation right into the room.
Yeah, but it would be you'd get about the same information that Dis's shadow got from that distance.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
if I did double move, then I wouldn't be able to do the investigation check, right?
Correct.
No, you could do the investigation check if you double moved. You just wouldn't be able to do any other actions because the investigation would be part of like moving around and interacting with an object kind of thing. You're just looking around. Whoa.
Look at Saigon. This is what you can see.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
I'm trying to help the man out.
And you don't need to with your goggles, since you have advantage on everything. You don't actually need to make the check to see what Dis's shadow saw. You can see clearly that this is like a showroom where there's a bunch of murals, and the pillars there are decorative. And on where that site is, the little site trail that Dis drew, you see on that main front mural the part that protrudes down the most is actually like broken a little bit, and it seems to have been cracked. There's a big crack that goes through it. And from your perspective, it looks like it might possibly lead into the other room, but it's too small for anyone to move through.
I can move through anything.
Oh
Can
my
you?
Yeah.
gosh. That was a lot of fun.
I'll send that image back to Des. And then I'll stay right where I'm at, and I guess I'll hold my action.
You know, I'm treating our HUD, our group visual, kind of like in Aliens, where with the guy sitting in the chair and he can see everybody.
Yeah,
So I
that's
got,
how
like-
Kirby is right now.
Yeah. So I've got like Bryn up in one corner, Kronos in another corner, Kirby down bottom left.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, Dis, you see that crack over there? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, Dis, go investigate the crack.
I
There you
will.
go.
I will dig in the dank crack in a minute.
I'm sure you will.
Alright then. So, all right. So, and Kirby's doing his thing in the ship, making sure that's ready to go, and that nothing happens there. And he doesn't seem like he can be, or he doesn't see anything that he can be of use to you guys in here, so he hasn't moved. If you guys want him or need anything from him or want him to do anything, you guys can tell him to do shit. Kronos, you do feel the vibrations of that you were feeling get very stronger in that last 6 seconds. Sort of that last round, you felt them get much stronger. Like you felt them kind of ambient at the moment, and then all of a sudden it's like they go ahead and give me a survival check.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
17.
17.
13 plus 4.
17 plus 4. All right. Oh shit. Okay, so you're pretty sure that they have they've been made aware of your presence here. The movement you guys have been making, you think that basically, yeah, you've rung the dinner bell by landing here. And then that's their turn. Kirby's turn. Dis, it's back up to you.
Is blind sense a radius or a 10-foot radius or diameter?
It's 10 feet out from you, so that would be a radius, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Looking this way.
Well, that's ugly. I didn't want that. Go on. All right. Shit. Don't split the party. Don't split the party.
That is the general wisdom.
But that's for
Normal people.
That's for normal people and DMs who want to kill you all constantly. I mean, it can still fuck you over, but I hate the whole no. Don't split the party, bitch. I want to do shit on my own sometimes in the city. Get the fuck away from me. Anyway,
leave me in my own devices. Damn it.
I want to get in my own trouble. Let's see.
God, I would have to double move to get there. You know what? No, I wouldn't. As a bonus action, I'm now here.
Yep.
Because it's within 90 feet.
90 feet, and your shadow can see it. So now that you're there, you can't like get your hand through it, but there's enough gap in that crack that you can see the mural room on the inside. And as you're looking in there, that you sort of get the sense of the mural that was described. You can't see the two figures fighting, but you can see the battle that is on that middle section of the wall. That is the mural that you are looking for. So that was your bonus action to get there. You still have movement and action.
I'm going to regret this. Hold on. I have to see which one it is. Sorry.
You good? I'm so excited right now.
Are you really?
Party? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm about to really split the party because there's going to be no way they can get in here.
I mean, I could...
Do not destroy the temple of my people.
I'm pretty sure that I could, rather surgically destroy parts of it.
Surgically.
Kronos, just come up with me. We'll make our own trouble up in the chasm that I'm now going into alone.
Shatter spell.
Yeah, I mean, I can shatter the shit out of.
Yeah.
I mean, I got Fireball and BFG.
Oh my
Fireball
god!
wouldn't do much.
Fireball wouldn't do much in this icy prison.
Listen, you knew what this was.
Not for making a structure.
Things could melt.
Just burn it. Singe it.
Did you not see
Not in a
the
flash
GIF
fire.
that I posted? Going into the temple of the cleric's god, like, I'm going to ask you to be respectful here, cleric necromancer. I will politely decline.
I'm sorry.
And what are you using to get there? What economy? So you have
A charge.
You're using a charge? Oh shit, okay. So, as
Which
you get
uses
there,
my movement.
You do see the mural.
Mm-hmm.
You see the part where the swords clash, and you can see a similar to the eye on what is it, Hal? Or is it Hal? No, the computer that talks to Hal. It's like that. It's
No, Hal was the computer.
Hal was the computer. Okay, so you can see like an eye where he would have the blood eye, but it's almost like a lens, but there's no power to it. It's just dead staring. So movement, bonus action. You have an action.
Flower.
My action is to investigate the room.
Okay, so go ahead and give me an investigation check.
16 plus 2? No.
To 18?
29.
Oh.
No, my investigation bonus is plus 13. I was joking when I said plus 2.
Yeah, I was like, that doesn't sound right, but sure. Because your passive is like super high, but...
That sounds very incorrect.
So you investigate this room and you can see that this was an off branch. This was sort of like a history room. There was, it looks like there may have been artifacts in here at some point, but they have been lost to time in the explosion and stuff like that, or pilfered over time.
Curse you, time!
Time and great ancient magic. Explanation for everything. No, but there's not much in here. If you go back that back tunnel, it looks like it's just been ripped and twisted.
This one?
The stone's all broken in and it's collapsed, and you can see like where the metal was in the structure underneath the stone is like twisted,
like the girders
that way. Yeah, but the room seems to be completely sealed off from what's north and south of it. And you guys did have sort of the scans from earlier, so you know what should be there. But now that you've seen that, you think that this room is completely trapped off. So you know that if you're in here and there's power with that investigation, that thing will probably scan something to do with the suit, as you've been told that the suit is the key in several instances. So you think that you're in the spot you need to be. There just needs to be power in the generator.
Okay.
So we've got to repower the...
I'm going to drop a glow stick.
Crack. Boom.
And I'm wondering if powering up the temple will keep the worms away.
Or call them.
Oh, yeah. The hum of a generator? Sure.
It'll go one of two ways. They'll either stay away, or they'll be like, dinner bell just got rung real loud.
Even
again.
No. Again.
Many times over.
But I mean, they put a temple here for a reason. They had to be able to inhabit it.
Buddy, we tried this before.
There's some pretty strong things that used to live in here. Just saying. They could probably tell the worms to fuck off a little bit easier than the three of us.
Oh, that's comforting. So, let's do this shit.
That's the end of my turn, so... Brent?
Okay, so that is until Brent, yeah.
Hey,
moving on.
I tell them everything I've seen.
I'm going upward.
Onward and upward.
Onward and upward.
Captain. So as you go up, 40, 10, 20...
Oh, sorry. 15, 20.
Do I want to rage? I feel like I want to rage. I feel like I'm alone and I want to rage. Like, just to be safe.
I mean, you can.
I'm going to.
So it's 35 puts you right there.
What am I in front of now? What am I looking at?
A pool.
It's a bunch of water. Fuck this shit.
Well, it's frozen.
Oh,
it was blood, but now it is frozen.
Frozen blood.
Yay!
Don't go in there.
I don't plan to, but now I gotta chase down a bird. So,
but as you go in here, it is a rather eerie scene. So this was a blood pool, and when the temple was destroyed and twisted into oblivion, almost it basically was spread the blood everywhere in the room. So like as you're looking, there's just like this red, like dyed stain in this room, and there's sort of like a lowered level of blood in the pool, and it's frozen over, so it's completely icy. You do get a sense, an ominous sense from being in here, and so I need everyone to make me just a dexterity check. So like just roll your dex.
So not the saving throw?
Not the saving throw, just your dex modifier.
I got an 11 and I'm right back. I gotta go find the bird.
Yep, no worries.
30-20.
30-20.
Dexterity.
Oh, Dis, technically you didn't need to because you stealthed, but that's good to know anyway.
Oh, and my stealth roll was in the private chat, by the way.
Oh, okay, cool. I was about to ask, but yeah, good.
33.
Yeah. That is kind of what I expected.
14.
14.
We're using the plus up at the top, right? Next to our under our dex. Yeah, so 14.
Yeah. Okay, so that's...
Yeah, not the one in the saving throw column.
Yep.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she still technically has action and bonus action, but until she gets back, Kronos, if you want to go over what you think you're going to do for your turn, we can get back to her so she doesn't get skipped when she gets back.
That's cool.
Well, since Dis has that covered, I will. My movement will put me right there in the corner of that room. My 60.
I'm sorry.
Right behind where Brent is.
Basically, like just inside, like that corner.
Sorry.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that next one up, right there.
Yep.
You can actually be right there
Oh,
because
really?
of the rule of diagonal. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I only diagonaled when I had to when it would save you something.
Okay.
So
So we'll right there we'll stop and go back to your turn, Kronos, but because you guys both kind of use your movement in tandem, we'll say. But then it is your turn, Bryn, still. Cool.
Okay. I don't think I can really do anything else.
So you can use your action to double move to get up to that door if you want, instead of just sitting there. But yeah, then if there's anything else you could think of that you could do, but you have to get across the frozen blood.
So I basically just like patch into this and go, so there's a pool of blood like before, but it's frozen. Am I, you think, gonna die if I ice skate across it, or?
can I make a dumb suggestion?
Sure.
Fly.
I have wings! I forgot about those.
You'll have them for an hour if you pull it out, and you can also block damage with them when you have
Then
them out.
fuck yes, let's do this shit.
I just think it's better if you don't come in contact, even through armor, with any of the blood.
I agree. As the last time I was dropped in a pool of blood, it was not fun, and I would like to not do that again.
And I think they
Again.
spit you back out rather angrily. So
They did, and it was not nice.
Well, they were rather nice for someone who invaded their home who's not.
I mean, they
felt
didn't kill you.
violated. They felt very violated. It was
The worst
not...
thing they said is they said you don't belong.
Well,
yeah, that was rude. That really hurt my ego.
and you know what? At least you have armor that completely seals
I felt
now.
like I mattered. Yeah, Hugo
Yeah.
knows. He was like that.
I feel like you guys should go back
and.
and watch what they said, because you guys make it seem really bad. They were really
No,
nice.
no, they were nice. I'm just saying, I still felt that.
They were quite pleased that we were getting all the nasty shit out of their temple.
This
Yeah.
is true. And I did clear an entire section on my own while the rest
Yeah,
of you
I
guys fucked around.
Well, I was
Yeah.
poking it with a piercing weapon, and
Yes.
you know.
That was so fucking
While
funny.
I was trying to cut it down, and this was just kind of
Was it?
poking.
I was
fun.
getting proficient with my weapon at that point, though, wasn't I?
Yeah, you're just like. Pop, 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 pop.
What do I
Like in Men in
do?
Tights,
Yeah,
blinking,
just
fighting the
blink-
mast.
Yes,
Did
exactly.
you say Abe Lincoln? No, I didn't say Abe Lincoln. I said, hey, Lincoln.
So it's part of your blessing from
Skiggle.
Skegel. It's like I think it's under Wing. It's Wings of the Valkyrie, but there was Valkyrie's ink because it's your ink charge.
Yep.
You get this one charge, and so basically, yeah, you could it's an action to use it essentially. So you could use your action to pop the wings right now, and then you could start flying at 60 feet around for an hour
Okay.
with your white gold wings.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that and get across the pool of blood, but I'm not gonna touch down.
You can only move 20 feet because your movement only increased 20 feet and you already moved, and your action is to pop the wings. So your movement increases to 60, so you get 24.
So I'm
There you go.
hovering over the pool.
Yeah, you're hovering over the blood, yeah.
I'm sure
Touching
that
nothing.
nothing bad could possibly come.
No, I mean
Well,
you're just.
it's what bad is going to happen is coincidentally because of the low roll, it has nothing to do with the blood. That's just a coincidence.
That's fun.
This could have happened anywhere in the temple. This is just appropriate.
That's fun.
Kronos, for your... You still have a bonus action if there's anything you want to do with it. If you want to pop a rage, you can.
Pop a rage again.
Yeah.
No,
Or
you
again.
didn't before.
You did,
Yeah,
yeah.
I did.
Oh, you did.
No. When?
When?
When I'm.
I gave you
there.
advantage. You didn't need to do the rage to.
No, I think
beat
Oh,
it.
that's-
When she walked into the room, I thought that you
When
No.
I was by myself.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't know if you
So-
actually did that or if you didn't. So if you did do that, you are raging. So you'll
Yeah.
be raging for this turn. And then Kronos, you
And then if
lose your
something
movement.
hits me, I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
You have your action and bonus action now.
Let's see.
he steps out.
You
Yeah,
get across it, no problem.
Play the lava game. Get out 2 pieces of paper. Put 1 piece of paper over
Stop.
and step. Yep. Yeah.
The floor is lava. Play the floor is lava.
fun
Except the
skate
floor is
game.
sacred blood.
Okay. Frog G, there's a reason I named these shows what I named these shows. And the name of this show is, Bloodbath. Yeah.
And also, I thought I'd up the ante by getting Hugin out and see if we can get a real bloodbath.
Let's not.
Right?
I would prefer not to. You never know with him. Right. I don't even know. When he flew out of this room, I don't know where he went. I couldn't find him.
Until he wanted to be found.
Yes, and then he flew on top of the fridge and yelled at me, and I was like, oh, where were you?
I am bird, hear me roar.
My RAM is 2 hours late, and I'm pissed.
So, Bryn, just so you're aware, you have this damage absorption ability with your tattoo as a reaction, and you can use it once until so basically once until the next dawn. So, but when you get hit with something, you can instead gain immunity to the damage and use that moment to invigorate yourself using hit points to heal yourself. So, like similar to a short rest when you drop hit points, you can do that as a reaction to being attacked if you need to heal. So if you get hit really hard and then the next round you get hit and want to heal that, you can just be like, fuck no, you don't hit me, I heal instead. And
gotcha. So hit dice you spend?
Your actual hit die, yeah. And you can roll basically the same thing as a short rest, any number you want in that moment. But it's a one-time thing because of the healing.
And the hit dice are equal to your level, right?
Yeah, so on your sheet you'll have a hit dice. She'll have D12s because she's a barbarian. But she should have 14 D12 as her hit dice.
Where do you see that?
Yeah.
So it's normally when you rest, you get it. So basically, you could just say I'm using this many hit dice.
If you click on short rest, gotcha.
But don't use them that way. Just roll the amount of D12 you want. And then add your Constitution once at the end because it's different than healing from the rest.
Yeah. So it's 1D12 plus 4, total 14 is what it says for me.
Yeah. So you would roll 14 D12s.
If you wanted to. But then you wouldn't have any on a short rest to heal if you only had a short rest. But you guys don't really ever do that, so I don't think that's...
Yeah, I don't think we've ever done that.
That's because you and I are the only ones that benefit from a short rest. Bryn doesn't benefit at all from a short rest.
None of my stuff resets.
Yeah,
all my stuff is long rest only, so...
Yeah, and my short rest is 2 hours, so...
Yeah, I mean, I get a bunch of shit back on a short rest, but not.
I don't get dick.
No, your short rest isn't 2 hours. Your short rest is half an hour.
Really?
Humans short rest is half an hour to an hour.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought it was literally half a long.
No. Long rest is 8 hours. Short rest is like you're catching your breath for an hour. Like if you guys are running from something all day and you guys, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And you had to go into another.
Took a quit nap.
Well, let's just, for instance, this is how this could work, right? You guys are you guys just escaped a city being wanted and being attacked. Like they just, you barely escaped with your life. You guys are injured as fuck on the run. You don't have time to take a long rest because they're right on your ass. You could take 30 minutes, heal up, and then continue running. That's how you use a short rest. Because if you try to long rest, they catch up and fucking murk you.
Stop, bind your wounds, get the rock out of your boot.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys haven't been in a situation like that because you guys got spaceships and shit. You can just fly away from shit. So it's not really.
And we tend to kind of extra murder everything around us.
That too.
Or run away.
That too.
Or run away from it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, Beholder comes out and you fucking you learn what your limits are. You know what I mean?
No, I'm calling the cops. That's what we do.
Exactly.
You guys don't like a Star Destroyer sized fucking Beholder? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, fuck no, dude. It's fucking terrifying. The size of fucking Rhode Island. No.
Hold on.
He blinks at you and the Death Star laser comes out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action to pop Spirit Shroud.
Okay.
And I think I will hold my action. I mean, I could use do double movement to get across this thing.
Well, what about did we ever finish your tattoo?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have wings as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see them though.
Is the visual of you getting wings, you pop out a Red Bull, slam it, and crush it against your forehead and wings pop out?
Red Bull gives you wings.
Exactly.
I don't think I made the tattoo yet, but it's a copy of the Valkyrie ink without the damage absorption. So for an hour, you get a 60 fly speed. You get the spectral, skeletal
just
black
these-
dragon wings.
Black dragon wings just sprout.
So what you
I
doing?
just really like the visual of Kronos, who is like all about the pop culture references through all these different dimensions, being like, "This is how my wings are coming out." Must slam a Red
Yeah.
Bull.
Just make it
Except
a
it's
big
my
one.
own brand. It's called Dead Bull.
Deadpool.
There you go. So you got your wings out as your action, and then you popped shrouds as a bonus, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so your turn is up, and on that, in between Kronos and Bryn, from up underneath the stone, I need. You can go ahead and turn on one of the tokens, and I can't remember like where they are on the map. I just spread them in different spots, but you can go ahead and grab one of those and move them in between Kronos and Bryn, like perfectly. It should perfectly fit over one.
How's that?
Over one.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, it's
Over
fine.
one?
It's not centered, so it's
Other way.
yeah. And it's going to be in the middle of them, so it's like in the middle of all three of those. Like that's kind of like you have it centered on a double stack, but and it was just bugging my OCD. So Bryn, you unfortunately you made that roll, but then you made the smart choice of using your wings.
Yes.
These things have tremor sense. So the prey it was originally going for was no longer there. So the target it also heard, who rolled just above you, is now the new target. So the blood room didn't turn out being bad for you, per se. Okay. So Kronos.
Yeah.
Take 94.
No, not quite, but it's gonna be bad. A 30 hits, I'm assuming. And so you take 22 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 10 cold damage, and I need you. That's 32 total. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
32 damage, and then con saving. Okay. 17 plus 6 is
23.
Thank you. Calculator.
It's what you keep me around
Calculator
for.
went out. So yeah,
Calculator died. Fuck.
yeah, 23.
23 Constitution. All right, so you don't lose the concentration on your spirit shrouds, but basically you hear this before it breaks through the floor. You hear this trilling sound, like the worm is screaming underground, and as it's like erupting, the trill sort of stops, and you can hear the echoing through the temple. This sort of screech that stops as it breaks through, and just boom, the ground explodes as it sends the blood and rock everywhere, and the worm goes up and comes down and latches at you as its jaws sort of open up, and you can see its maw inside. And it does strike you. It bites down on you. And I need you to make me a dexterity save as you keep concentration on your spell. You can see the jaws are flexing, trying to pull you into its maw.
19 plus
Ooh.
8.
Yeah, you're good. So you use your sort of sonic emission, and you do like a. I'm guessing. So how would you like to make like a boom? Would you just like a metal scream? I'm assuming just like do a quick like burst of sound, something like that. Something that kind of pushes you out of the mouth as it tries to close around you.
Actually, no. It'd be more like just a fucking super heavy bass drop, just boom.
So yeah,
You drop the base.
right in its mouth.
Nice.
and as you do that, the jaws sort
Did
of
we at least get a build?
Nope.
twitch and let go of you and
Aw.
sort of don't swallow you. You get the sense that it was about to swallow you, though.
Okay.
It's an unsatisfying dish.
And can I cast Hellish Rebuke on the motherfucker?
Yes, you can, because it hit you.
Do it.
And you have not used your reaction. That's a dex save. Go ahead.
How much of this is out of the hole at this point?
Hang on. Action. Reaction.
Let me share real quick. It's called present now. Let me present my screen.
Yes.
That's about that much of it sticking up out of the ground.
Okay.
2d10.
Oh shit.
So
my
it's-
bad.
damage.
It's coiling vertically. It's not laying.
Yeah,
Lays
no, they
flat.
don't
Gotcha.
lay flat. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a Dexterity saving throw. Dex 18.
Okay, so it fails. It got a 15, 16 minus 1, so it actually takes all the damage.
2d10 fire damage.
And it's fire damage?
Yep, it's fire damage.
Ooh. Very good. Bryn just got excited.
Yeah.
So,
Especially when she sees how it reacts to fire.
let's see. 8
Won't even
plus
need to make a
9
survival
is
check.
17. Is that correct?
So 17 total
Yeah.
fire damage?
Do you
So
17
that is
total fire
34.
Yeah. You can't have a
Where'd my
ton of
pen
this.
go?
It's bad
Oh,
for
there it
you.
Number
Here.
1,
What's that?
34. Boom. And as you hit it with the
That was
fire
actually supposed to be
damage.
3d10 fire damage. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll that. And if you get less, we'll just use the 34. Well, bro, I've rolled 3 ones on 3d10, and it's not. It feels really bad.
All right. So, do you want me to roll all 3 again, or just
I mean,
roll another one and add it?
Yeah, just roll another one. If you rolled d10
5.
already, then yeah, just another 5.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, another 5.
22.
22
Yeah,
times
22.
2 is 44.
44. Boom. So as
Fire
you
damage, yeah.
Hellish Rebuke, as its jaws are sort of flexing and opening, you shoot the fire right down its throat, and you can see that as it lights up, it whiplashes back and forth in its spot, and not like a way that it's trying to retreat, almost that it's a reaction to the
In a lot of pain.
Yeah, it whips around, almost hits Bryn, but Bryn sort of just kicks a foot out and kicks her back off of it as it slams into the wall next to her and tries to right itself again. But that seemed to, it didn't do like a shit ton of damage to its health. Like it didn't look like you fucked it up a lot, but it did not like that.
Oh, good. We pissed it off, but it's still
Uh-huh.
physically okay. That sucks.
Yeah, well, we're working on it. We're working on it. Okay.
And that was it's the worm's turn. Kirby says, looks rough, on my way. So if you can move him, double move, so 60 feet.
Yep.
Actually, he can double move with fly, so 120 feet.
Ooh,
Or
very
sorry,
nice.
he has a 40 feet like you, so 80 feet. 80 feet, my bad. I'm throwing a bunch of numbers at you.
127,000.
Times 2 minus 1, carry the 4.
I'm going to remove you both because I'm counting in my fucking head. The first time didn't do it, so you wanted to do it twice more. Okay. How many total feet is he moving?
80.
80.
Love ya.
He's there.
Okay. Jeez. I was not happy with us.
It's okay. I fucking hate when people say numbers and I'm counting in my head, so I know how much it sucks. People do
You
it.
motherfucker.
I'm trying to convert fucking teaspoons to quarts and shit, and people are like, yeah, saying numbers. Okay.
I'm that asshole that does it to fuck with you.
Yeah. Dis, at this time, after Kirby, it is your turn next, actually.
Okay.
Is that yummy?
Okay.
I mean, you're where you need to be.
No, I'm not, because we got to restore power.
And
I
then
counted
you have
this
to go
out.
back where you are.
This is 75, 80. There.
Where'd it go?
So that's technically in the enemy space. You can't be there. There you go.
85.
Oh wait. So what are you using to do that?
My BAMF.
Which BAMF?
The 90 feet one. That's why I was counting out less than 90.
So the way that works is you have to be able to visually see it with your eyes. You can't use other people's eyes to do that. So you're stuck in a room. The only place you can see is outside the crack into the next room.
Then I'll use my 500-foot one.
Okay.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, that's why that's so overpowered and good. Because it's like Dimension Door. You just have to imagine where you're going. The other ones you have to be able to see. Now, so that's just your movement. You still have an action and your bonus action.
Correct. My bonus action, I'm going to resummon my shadow.
Okay.
Since he can't follow me, because he doesn't have the movement to, he would die at the end of this round anyway. Because he would be more than 30 feet away from me. So I will resummon him. Yeah.
technically an enemy space. He takes 3 by 3, so yeah.
Oh, he's 3 by. I'm sorry.
That's why he's that size. Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
That's why it was bugging me earlier. I was like,
Then I'll put him here.
there you go. That's perfect. So bonus, and then you still have your actions, whatever you'd like to do with it.
So my action will be an attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. This is the longest Hugin has ever cuddled me.
Right.
It was so cute. I had to draw attention to it.
He was sitting there with his head against yours for a while.
Yeah, he put his beak right here, and then he was really softly making kissy sounds. So I was making kissy sounds back. Oh, thank you, buddy.
Like that?
Mm-hmm.
Snuggle Bird is definitely better than Murder Bird.
Does 33 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Now, it's going to be sneak attack, not assassinate, correct?
Yeah, it's sneak attack. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I had advantage on this roll.
Yeah, they already attacked.
Aww.
Oh.
Aw.
That's a good boy. Aww.
19
Do you want some more?
plus...
It just said unknown player.
I am unknown.
Unknown player
Plus
has
that.
entered the game.
Plus that.
Is that good?
Wow, that was a really good roll. 19 plus 17 is 36.
Mm-hmm.
Necrotic damage is normal damage, correct?
Yeah.
He's not... Okay. So I can add them together is my point. So 36. Yeah, 36.
Oh, 36 total? Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. Carry the 1. 80 damage. Total 80 damage. And boom. Does not like that. So are you sort of standing on the ground, slashing at it with your rapier, sort of turning it into a whip type stuff on one side? Because I think that was just one attack, right?
That was just one attack, correct.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you have your extra attack.
Or you know what? I'll just appear in the air and extend my wings.
Oh, yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah, because mine are part of my armor. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just basically part of your movement. Oh.
All right. So, and then my karambit for my offhand. Oh, wait. Yeah. No. Yes. Yes. 29?
29 hits.
Okay. And it is this.
Do you want any more of that?
So another 12 damage.
I understand that.
92. And then your shadow gets the extra attack.
15 plus 14, 29.
29 hits, yeah.
All right, and then 1d8 plus 9 plus 2d6 is another 21.
Oh, shit. All right. Boom.
And that's my movement, my action, my bonus action.
Yep. That's everything.
Yes.
Your 3 attacks.
Perfect.
And your
Thank
movement. Yep. Yeah, that's everything. So you did, just because I'm curious, 36, 12, 21, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 69. Nice. You did
69.
Giggity.
Nice.
All right. So, Bryn, you technically are next. In your fire axe, as you grip your axe, the flame on it grows. As you saw that this thing does not like fire.
Mostly.
That's good. I like fire a lot. I'm gonna do something with fire. What am I gonna do with fire?
And you can attack reckless, which will give you a double the chance to nat 20. And you remember, if you nat 20 on a beast or kill it, you get a third attack as your bonus action.
Yes. So yeah, let's do that. Let's just recklessly attack with Axie on fire.
Drop some attacks with advantage. So what I like to do is I used to make builds where it would be like a barbarian champion fighter, and champions they crit on 19 to 20. So then I would just reckless attack and be a crit fisher.
So I got a 26 for the first advantage.
Hit.
And a 23 for the second.
No, it's
Oh.
advantage. So that was my roll, right? I rolled
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, 26 to 23, you take the 26, and then the next one. Yeah.
That wasn't very good, huh? That was worse. Hugin, you didn't help me enough.
Shay's
got
an
an
unknown player to me
18.
now.
Sorry, what?
An 18.
That is their AC. So as you're going to swipe, you sort of hit one of the scales, but you sort of turn the axe and ride the scale into the soft spot in between and dig it in. You still hit. Go ahead and give me your attack.
Nice.
So you two of them hit, and let me know separately what the fire damage is. So I think you have 2d.
I get 2d8, yeah.
So roll the 4d8 for those two attacks, or was that both of them? Roll the
Yeah, I
4d8
didn't.
first.
So you want the 4d8 first?
Yes, because fire will double.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Hugin, I need your good luck. Okay, you give me good luck.
Yeah.
That wasn't a whole lot of good luck, was it?
You rolled
It
a
was
10 on
10.
40.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
God.
he is too busy being sweet. Okay, I'll take sweet
Take
over
sweet,
lucky.
yeah.
At least it
Exactly.
turns to 20, and then you got to do the axe damage plus your modifiers and your,
Plus the
which for you, because you have your rage damage, is plus 10 twice, so plus 20 to whatever damage you do with the 2d12.
Fourteen and 10 is 24. Plus 20 is 44.
So 64 damage with those two attacks. Not quite 69, but close.
I tried.
Well, I had an extra attack in there, so she's doing damn good.
Yeah. And you didn't get a nat 20, so that's not anything for your bonus. Do you have any extra bonus? I'm trying to think. Let's see. 2 weapon fighting. You're not too big. Great master rage. Okay, no. Okay.
No, what was up?
There's
Hugin
the
was
sanctuary.
busy.
There's the sanctuary spell. If you want to cast a spell, so you could ward one of your teammates, and any creature who tries to target it must make a wisdom saving throw. And this is a worm first, or have to choose a new target or lose the attack.
Kronos, did you took damage, right?
Yeah, like 30 something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Kronos then.
So as Bryn takes her 2 attacks, boom, boom, Kronos, I said Kryn, on the other side of the worm, you can see 2 light flashes, but then through the worm, you see a sort of spectral form of Bryn with the Valkyrie sort of come down next to you, and she sort of stands superimposed on top of you with the axe, across in front, ready to seemingly guard you.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Then,
Nice flavor.
That is her turn. So Kronos, it's actually you next.
All right. So, I was looking at my spirit shroud. I guess I didn't call my what I was doing it as. It says radiant, either radiant, necrotic, or cold. Obviously not cold.
Are you sure?
So
they're only
yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I don't want to be cold.
It heals from it.
Yeah. Right. So let's go ahead and do it as radiant this time.
All right, closest thing to fire you can get.
Yep, and then I want to use these wonderful tattoos that I've got and light off a firebolt.
Oh, so
I forgot about
Spirit
those ones.
Shroud counts with any attack, right?
Yeah.
It just says attack. Does it say
It just
melee
says
attack?
attack.
Yes.
It doesn't say melee attack. Yeah.
But here's the thing: that will do radiant damage, so you'll have to roll the damage types separately for me.
That's
and
fine.
Tell me the fire. Yeah, tell me fire separate, but that's fucking dope.
So let me.
It's like we're remembering what we have on our sheets.
Yeah.
And by remembering, I mean Woodrow is reminding me what he's painstakingly put on my sheet,
Yeah.
so I don't just. I'm gonna hit it with the axe.
Well, in all fairness, I forgot for 30 episodes, so I mean,
That's
almost
fair.
30.
That's
All
fair.
right. So let's see. That is 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And then 1d10, 2d10,
Oh,
3d10.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's the fire damage. So
10. Triple lots. Come on.
Oh, that's a fucking 10 on one, 6 on another. And
That's good.
Let me grab the one on.
If you can't see it, that's 0, right? Another 10. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll re-roll that one. And that is a 0.
Oh,
so
shit.
it's
Okay.
another 10.
52.
Yep.
And that's just the fire damage.
Yep.
So spells.
Oh,
Where'd you go? Spirit Shroud. So 1d8.
this is gonna be fucking hilarious, bro.
D8 radiant. And I got a 6 for the 1d8 on the radiant.
So you had done enough damage to bring it to 239 damage.
Nice.
The total hit points I picked for these worms, because I usually have around 269, something like that,
Uh-huh.
is 240. So no matter what you rolled on that last little necrotic damage, would have got it. So you hit it with the firebolt, and it hits it sort of the same way when you hit the hellish rebuke. You sort of wait for your moment as the mouth opens, launch another firebolt down it, and it hits through, lets out this sound like it's going to do sort of like a cry or a scream, like what you kind of heard when it was busting through. And as it looks down, you can see the fire exploding down its gullet, and then all of a sudden, its skin and veins sort of go black and pulse, and you can see the necrotic energy just sort of wash over it real quick, and the thing just goes still in the air, stiff, almost like it's paralyzed for a moment, and then becomes careening down towards you, Kronos, but falls around one side and hooks around the other ways, blocking the door you came in.
Thank you.
Shit.
I can still get through.
I mean,
You guys have been cutting into it. It's not like you can't make a pathway through.
right, exactly.
I rolled a D8 to see where it fell, because I kind of wanted to see if it would hit anybody, but then I forgot they were flying, and it rolled 1, which I believe is towards me, or down. So
Nice.
let's double check. I'm gonna double check that.
Hey,
But
buddy, you don't need to
the
fly
next-
again.
the next initiative
Okay.
would have been the Frostworm,
Okay.
but for the moment, it seems relatively calm, at least compared to what
Good boy.
you sensed earlier. The vibrations you sensed before seem to be this worm. So you think for the moment you guys are okay.
I love how
if
much
we
you're
just-
hedging.
Yeah.
If we just keep flying,
Well,
Yeah.
you guys know that there's always something bad around the corner. With just your experience and how everything has played out so far.
This is a bad place.
And what he's actually emphasizing is the fact that Kirby's now cut off from us.
Yes, I know.
so do you
Well, I
want to
wasn't
just
emphasizing that. You're the one who brought that up.
do you want to just maybe tell Kirby to go back? I mean,
He's on his way here. We can cut through the damn worm.
Why don't
Yeah,
you just
Kirby
why don't you AK
also-
the worm until he can get through?
isn't Kirby also walking?
Yes.
No, he was flying.
Yeah.
Is he?
He
Okay.
darted.
Oh.
He darted
Yeah, he's
toward you
flying.
because he saw the worm break up through the.
Kirby,
Okay.
keep flying.
Yeah, he knows.
Don't
Okay.
touch the ground.
The floor is lava.
Technically, you're still making noise because the thrusters and stuff is still vibrating. You're just not. They can't figure out where you are.
Yeah, we're just not tromping around, with bells on.
It's not like there's no sound at all, but with the jet
Yeah.
thrusters, there is. The wings, there's not as much, but
nope.
with Kirby's
Be right
freaking jets and disses and like jet wings,
Yeah.
there's still sound. But
You
they
know,
can't
you
really
have
target
you have silence, Luke.
Yeah.
if he
that's
wears
true.
the ring. If you wear the ring, which
I've always got the ring on.
Uh,
Like the silent ring
attunement.
is always. I never put
It's
it
an-
on the gun. It's always on me.
It's an attunement. I think you already have things attuned. Let me see.
I was actually going to ask you about that. There's a few things that need to be that say they need to be attuned, and it was,
which means you can only have so many of those things on. That's the balancing.
Okay,
aspect. You have to figure out what you want on in the moment.
Yeah.
You
Well, I mean,
have to
obviously, my boots
Is it
are attuned,
4
my
in
visors
5th edition?
attuned.
No, it's 3.
Oh, in the new 1D&D, it's 4.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I haven't looked at
Yeah,
1D&D much yet.
They killed rogues.
Oh, I know. They're crits and paladins. They killed rogues and paladins.
Ring of Silent Step doesn't. Oh, requires attunement. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, I say how all rings basically, unless I say otherwise, require attunement essentially.
Okay.
Because they're
By the way,
fuck.
What was the Kirby item on
So
my sheet that you told me to look for?
Yeah, that we'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that because he's going to present them. He's been trying to find a moment, but people are constantly doing shit, so no one's been all together. Since he's made them, no one's been all together since that meal. That's when he made them.
With this ring. You want me to move him up?
Yeah, he's going to be basically essentially at the worm, just kind of like, I don't really have slashing weapons, but I could just kind of like shoot this thing a bunch.
That's kind of... I just recommended to Kronos to shoot this thing until he blows a hole through it. And I didn't want you standing directly at the line of fire, so
before you finish that, you hear on the other end... Kirby's just shooting it from the other end. He doesn't care what you're doing on that other end. He thinks you guys are shooting in at each other. He's not thinking ahead.
So I'm just gonna move out of the way.
God damn it, Steve.
Yep.
Are you shooting or no?
I'll go ahead and use my my firebolt.
Yeah.
Oh, you're using firebolt specifically? Okay.
Well, I mean, would Kirby Crackle work better? It's necrotic. Would it make it melt away?
Necrotic would work better for the purposes of dissolving fire. It does damage to the hit points because it's vulnerable, but it doesn't necessarily burn away the scales.
Then let's go ahead and hit it with the crackle and melt it down.
All right. So as they're sitting there shooting magic and energy blaster bolts, what do you guys do?
I'm just going to say, real quiet, guys. Make sure Bryn's okay, and then see if I can get through this door.
It needs power or a strength check. But you do see the panel where you can use an engineering to try and connect the power cell that's on Kronos.
I'm going to grab the power cell from Kronos and give it a shot myself.
How much movement does that take?
Well, let's see. I was here. 5, 10, 15.
Wait, where? Kronos is.
I was.
One.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
that was.
That's your shadow.
That was your shadow.
Can I trade places with my shadow?
I think technically you can, but I can't remember the economy of it.
You know what? Bamf. Bamf. There you go. That's economy.
I love pushing you to where you just go, fuck it. Sorry. But yeah, so go ahead and give me an engineering check. With your thieves tools, because you could technically use them too.
So a 14 plus 3.
17? Okay.
Yes.
So that is enough to get the first door open, and you can see that you've got power to the panel of the next door, but it wasn't enough to shock it open. But there's kind of like there's power to the door, which one would make it easier to strength check, and it also make it easier to hack or connect the. Can you just redo another engineering check to connect the power to that one instead?
Okay. I'll try the engineering check first, and if that doesn't work, I'll try strength.
Okay. Go ahead now.
So that doesn't work.
I'll try this, and if that doesn't work, I'll try this. So
I rolled a 6, so that's a 9.
You keep the battery connected to that back panel, and then with enough power to this one, you start like poking at the panel, trying to see if you can get it to open, and it doesn't. So you just kind of start yanking on it. If you and Bryn are both pulling on the door, Bryn can roll with advantage because she's the stronger one.
I mean,
that's just how it would work. A stronger person wouldn't help you and then not exert them over you. It's just.
So, is it strength check?
It's athletics, yeah.
Athletics. That's better.
Should just fucking enlarge myself and then I get advantage on strength. That's not better. You rolled an 11.
But I get advantage, which means I rolled a 25.
And a 25 is what you need. So
Booyah!
you start pushing it, and you can feel that with the power, the tracks or whatever, like the lock that is auto locked, that isn't stuck, so you can kind of push past it, like when you roll down a window and or with your hands like manually like push it down past that point. Then the door just kind of flicks open after a certain point. And you get into this room. You've seen this room before in another place. You can see the similar star map etches on the ground that you know that if you get power to it.
How much movement do you have?
We're not in like a round kind of thing.
Okay.
We're not in combat, so you can just move.
It just makes me laugh because I see your character and you're like here and then here.
Yeah.
And
But
then
we do
that.
need to kind of keep the movement and stuff at bay, just because it could kick off into initiative at any moment. I don't want you to think the initiative's broken just because I never said get out of initiative.
Okay, one of my fly movements would have put me right here against the door, so that makes sense. And then my action is to try to open the door. I know, I'm explaining.
You wait for Bryn, and then
okay.
And then at this point, with your necrotic, since you're using necrotic damage specifically to like remove and disintegrate, you've opened a pathway through the worm. So now there's a little bit of cave that comes out off the cave that's just a worm carcass that you have to walk through. But besides that, that's been cleared.
Worm carcass cave.
Okay.
Dis, what are you doing down there? Are you just
now.
hooking up the battery?
I remember that this was like the server generator room last time.
Yeah.
In the other temple.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my thinking.
Okay.
I don't remember much about the last temple, but I remember that.
So got to give me an engineering check. And Kronos, you can move up to the first door while this is going on. And Kirby would be like 10 feet behind you.
How's that?
I mean, I've got 60 movement.
Then yeah, Kirby's got 40, so he'd be like 20 feet behind you or whatever. Well, this is all moving in like quick succession. But yeah, so if you had 60, you'd be a little bit more or whatever.
Yeah.
But you get one move, and if you're using your action to catch up, you could be with them. But Kirby, with doing that, would be about midway through that tunnel. What are you doing here at this door, Dis? Are you doing anything, or are you waiting for
engineering?
Them? Okay, give me an engineering check.
Yes. 17 plus 3, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20? So the first door pops open, and the second door pops open with a 20. So they open. You can see the generators in there, similar to the way it was before. Just fucking pristine, cold. That was your engineering check movement. Bryn, are you going in with Dis?
Yeah, why not?
Room? Okay. And Kronos, if you want, you can go ahead and head in there.
Okay.
If you want, I'm just saying, you have a chance to move. If that's where you're going, you can go there, or you can investigate the room. Wherever you're doing, you have a chance to move before Dis gets to act.
Yeah, and frankly, my engineering is +3. I don't know what yours is.
Plus 11, so yeah.
So I was going to let you, play with the big equipment as opposed to the doors that we could blow off their hinges if need be.
Right.
Kronos, give me a survival check.
Oh, fuck.
I was going to say, what about my engineering? Jeez.
What's your engineering?
+0.
You're so awesome.
I just want to be asked. Yeah, I look at it and I'm like, bang, bang. That's how you engineer, right?
I cast muscle. Open.
I cast wrench rebuke.
14 for the survival check. Yep, that's a 10.
14 for your survival?
14 for the survival, yeah.
Similar to when you walked in before, you can feel that there is vibrations. This time it feels heavier than the other ones. So you think something may be searching around.
There's something searching, something coming. We should probably do this quickly. Yeah, gonna head into the engineering room, see if we can get the power started.
Okay, and
is there? Looking at this, is this just going to power the room, or is this this is the
No,
main
this would
room,
power
I
the
guess.
temple. This would power what's
okay.
left of the temple that is connected to this generator.
All right, so
I help.
So then you'd get to roll with advantage.
Wait,
And
so-
this, how many charges have you used of your big BAMF for
Two.
those 4 charges? 2 already? Okay.
I just really
Like
like
that
how
one.
we're all like surrounded by the like surrounding.
oh, that is a
this one
nat
terminal.
20, 30
Perfect.
fucking 1.
Very nice,
31.
Luke.
Hell yeah! I didn't even need to roll the advantage.
So as
I
you
mean,
kick it
if
on,
you want to.
blue lights sort of trail from the generator around the room in the seam, similar to the other temple. They travel out past the door, and then you can see them sort of go around the room, then down into the ground and light up that star map. The star map is projecting up as it sort of the energy hits it. It kind of raises off the floor and hits and extends into the 3D star map. And you can see that this is an old star map. Piri is still there where it was previously, not where you guys are now. And this star map is, sitting out there in front of you. So that now I do need us to, so we're going to have to stick in initiative. So we're going to start. Kronos just kicked the generator on. We're going to start of initiative, and it's Dis's turn.
Okay, are we using the same numbers?
Yes, I'm just going to keep
Okay.
it the same initiative. Because you
So
guys are
I'm-
all in this, same mindset.
I'm going to use my move action. 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, that's the same movement for each of us. And bonus action hide.
Bonus action hide. Okay, go ahead.
17, 32.
32. Okay.
Did Kirby move after the last move?
Yeah,
while
he's in the
Kronos-
star. He's in the star room map, just kind of sitting in the middle of the star map.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There
you
you
guys
go.
basically saw the holographic map come up around him as he's just kind of like looking around.
So Kirby's like, I am God.
The
the
world is mine. Well, solar system.
Center of the solar system.
Kirby and Dis. So Bryn, technically you're next. If you want to do anything or on your turn or just kind of wait to see what happens, you can do that too.
I mean, I'll get out of this room and into the star map room and then just chill.
What's your flight?
60.
Yeah.
How's that?
Okay. Sure.
Excuse me. Are we sacrificing? What's going on? No, just kidding.
I'm just curious.
I'm
like,
lining us
so,
all up at the various points.
so if you move me there and we have to get to the door, am I gonna get fucked?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad idea. Maybe put me in a more strategic place.
the northern rune.
I wasn't okay.
Where do you want to
That's
go?
fine.
You have to tell me.
Be in the same room as you, but not so far from the door that I can't get the fuck out of the room.
Bryn is again blocking the fucking doorway. That's
Fine.
Just can move through her space.
It's
Enemies
fine.
can't.
Oh, I'm going to move through her space.
Fuck you.
Sorry,
Oh,
giggity. So
no one needed that.
Bryn, Kronos. Is there anything you're doing while you're at the terminal?
Yeah,
or-
I want to see if there's some, like an anti-worm thing. Is there some kind of field generator to protect the
Is there a
the
no
star
more
field,
worm?
the star map in there, like, and this
Worm
room
repellent.
in particular, like wormicide or something like that?
Wormicide.
No, it's,
to commit wormicide.
there's no worm repellent built into the building.
Fuck.
Damn
Nothing
it! It's
like
not
that
on
at
the
all.
bat.
Nope.
It's not on the bat belt.
Nothing.
Right next to the
Okay, so
shark
there's
repellent.
nothing defensive in relation to,
What is there?
like, what? Yeah, what else is there on the? What else is there on the
The
console?
modules that would run the temple. So, like, you have
Yeah.
the star map, the data of people who were at the temple who have died here and been logged in, but it's all just a bunch of random. It doesn't seem to be anyone important on this specific temple.
Yeah.
But so it's just stuff like that. If you're there's no like counter defense measures that are like weapons. It's all just like locked things that are locked down.
Yeah.
And then there's
Worm
stuff
auto
behind-
turrets.
And then there's
Yeah.
also
It's not what I
stuff
was
behind
looking for,
encrypted stuff which you haven't unlocked because you barely have root access to the device. So if
Right.
you want to get the secured information, I need you to do hack on your turn to get root access.
but- Okay. Then let's go ahead and get root access. And
Give
can
me
I?
an intelligence roll before you do that.
Oh fuck.
Are you smart enough?
No, I'm going to make sure he doesn't waste his turn on something useless.
Right. Int. Oh. Let's see. 19. 18 plus 1.
Yeah, you get the sense that this is just from the looks of it, it's just a temple. So there's just record of people, things that have been delivered, people who have stayed here and been cleansed here, which is they've died here. This was where Valor Danun died. This is part of the other temple. The structure doesn't seem to be getting readings from half the structure or most of the structure, technically. And there is no when you go through looking for certain things because you're looking like for things that might trigger like the secret hidden whatever. There's none of that here. There's no record of the artifact or anything like that in these computers.
Are there any other computers in this temple that it is connected to that it can see, that it can sense? Anything else on the network in here?
Nope.
Fuck.
Nope,
All right.
just modules for a couple devices. So there's the security doors. There's a couple cameras and scanners.
Right. Okay.
It's fine.
Anything on the cameras? Are they all blank?
So you can get data from some when you start looking through stuff. It does seem to be mundane ritual stuff, but you do have video of Valor Danun getting the blood eye removed in there. So you just start, like,
I'll go ahead and
you're looking
download
for,
that.
for like hot tabs and keys. So you have visual evidence of it, but you've already seen this disc.
Oh.
You saw it in when Valor gave you the visions. You saw the eye being removed in this temple by the clergy.
And now it's on the mural.
And that's how you knew it was here. But yeah, so that
I've
is,
forgotten so much of our backstory. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all
Like,
good.
legitimately sorry. I wish I could go back and take notes from the beginning, but I haven't. So
well, you can't say you can because Kronos did. Luke did.
Yeah.
So that is your turn. Is you start going through the system, and you said you wanted to download that information, so that's what you're doing. Boom. Their turn. Movement.
No, I don't see anything
Kirby.
in history about no mention of the worms at all in the history, huh? Of this place.
No.
All right. Well, that leads me to believe that
They're new.
The temple showed up on the worm asteroid later.
They're new, or when it was a whole planet, they were very rare occurrence. But
yeah, so
when
this
it broke apart, there was eggs and larvae, and now they don't have a whole world to roam around. It's a smaller place, so more of them are around. So
and they're hungry.
Exactly. So this is a new development. So well, fuck.
I don't know why, but I can't get rid of these lines, and it's pissing me off. Like there's
it's just
nothing
energy
on them.
lines. It's to show movement.
Super quick.
It's the burn marks from all the shooting you guys
All the
fucking
lasers
did.
and
Yeah,
necrotic,
yeah. That's the remnants of the last worm. I mean, don't these things have a sense of smell? Don't they see the corpse that we made of their compatriot?
You want to roll for demoralizing them?
Maybe.
Maybe they'll be demoralized.
Let's see.
So it goes back up to Dis after Kirby, which he's just sort of
I
shading
mean, I got a
around.
high enough charisma for that.
Oh, Kirby is actually, because what he came over here to do in the first place, he's going to do actually on his turn. He Bryn, he sort of looks over at you and he like puts out his arm and a little blaster pops out, and that blaster switches over for another barreled weapon that looks different, and he shoots it at you and it hits your armor and like connects to the front of your armor, and he goes like, next time you hit a rage, just slap that bad boy if you need it. It'll deal 1 electricity damage to you every round.
He gave you a joy buzzer.
Oh my god!
So once you hit it, every round it'll automatic. You don't have to hit it again. It just basically starts shocking you.
Activate,
yeah, every round. So he made it for, or he got the design from Bach because Bach made one for Teskin, and you guys did see it in use like way back when you saved the rebels.
Right.
but he has that for you, and then he also hits you, Kronos, with a healing spell. He comes over and basically draws with his engineering tools, kind of like draws an arcane sigil on you, and then puts his hand on it, and it bursts and heals you for. Oh wow, those dice are going slow. They're moving. 21 hit points.
That was slow. Holy shit.
But that's
Are
his
y'all
turn.
not logged in? Is that why? It keeps saying
we
unknown
couldn't.
player.
We couldn't take action on our sheets if we weren't logged in.
I know it's just confusing as why it's saying unknown player.
So Kirby's now by Kronos, right?
Correct.
Okay. Is that good where I have them?
That's perfect. And then
Okay.
it is your turn now, Diz.
I'm gonna start making my way downtown.
Walking fast, faces passing your homebound.
Oh God. By the way, thank you, Kirby. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
there.
That's what I came here to do, and then I got excited with all the shooting and the dead worm, and I forgot. Sorry.
I'm there.
You are there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And so here's the cool thing. And how are you moving right now? Just let me
Flight.
Flight. Okay.
Right.
Well, I need to know.
Yeah.
And my shadow produces no vibration because he's a shadow.
Yeah, it's not real.
Don't tell him.
Shadow might get upset.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Bryn.
You die.
Okay.
We bury you.
I had a good run.
I use my action to die. Oh, dying's a bonus action. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, good.
It's not.
Bleeding
Is it a
free
reaction?
action.
Mm-hmm.
Dying is a bonus action. So, is this where I'm like through and attacking this?
We don't. I just
make
stuck
me
it
a-
here so I'd have it. It was
Yeah.
down at the bottom of the map.
Make me a
Oh.
survival check. Yeah, they're technically not. You can't see where they are on the map. I just have them
Okay.
there, so wherever you guys were, there would be one close to grab.
Nat 20, so 31.
Oh shit. Okay, so there actually is one along, so similar to where. Oh, you have it now. Actually, you can
What?
feel vibrations
Where you
sort
had
of
it.
coming towards you, and then also if you want to move another one of the worms, Dis, behind Bryn in the 15-foot space that's right behind her, but it's not there, but you can feel it like coming up towards him. It's like how a shark reaches.
Okay.
And the other worm's coming like sort of straight at you at a sort of horizontal plane, almost level with you.
All right.
Oh.
So you can hold or move to try and get away from them, and you can also relay the information.
So I obviously relay the information and rage because I feel like shit's about to happen, and then I'll wait after that.
As part of the rage, do you slap the buzzer?
Might as well. Fuck it.
All right. So as you do that, nothing happens, but you can see it. You can hear like it spark on, but nothing happens.
Okay.
And then-
Kirby, this better not fucking hurt a lot.
He miswired it. It's really 40 points.
And then you're holding your action technically. So when they attack, if they attack from that spot, you'll be able to use your action as a reaction and basically get 2 attacks before they get to do anything on their turn. And then it won't waste your turn next. So you'll just get an extra little flourish.
I
And
like
then
it.
Kronos, your turn.
So I have relayed to everyone where these things are. By the way.
Yeah, so you guys in your HUD, you have like a little virtual 3D map of where you are, and there's 2 pinging big red dots where Bryn kind of thinks there's 2 more.
They're about here-ish. It is bad news.
We are leaving.
I almost feel like Kirby. What do you think about like blowing holes in walls and getting our friends out of here and us out of here? What do we need from this temple still?
What are you gonna blow a hole in this wall with?
I don't know.
Needs to go back to the
I
room
need
that
the
they
eye,
were in.
motherfucker.
All right, fine.
You know what?
Demolition mode.
Why didn't
Let's go
we just
kill these
blow
things
a hole
then.
through that wall to get you back into that room on the other side of it?
No
Well,
one
you're trying to
suggested it.
You're trying to be quiet.
I have a BFG.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
and it
DVI.
is your turn still. So are you doing anything on your turn?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can
Well,
do
I
the
mean, I
same
can't.
thing Bryn did and go prepare like she did, right? Go hold your action so when they come up you can attack, or you can move some and prepare in some other way. And technically, I think you still have Spirit Shroud unless it's a minute. Is it a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's actually up.
Okay. Let me double check the Spirit Shroud.
I couldn't remember if it was 10 or 1. If it's 10, it's still up. But if
Spirit Shroud.
it's 1, it's not.
Is concentration up to 1 minute. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you'll have to pop another Spirit Shroud then too, which you can do as a bonus right now.
All right. Let's see. Action bonus. Well, there's one up out in the. Yeah.
They're not there yet.
Oh, they're not. Oh. All
Yeah,
right.
she sent you blips of where they are. They have not broken out. She sensed them.
Okay.
So I said you could go prepare for them. Yeah.
Then yeah, I guess I will. Using flight, I'll move just outside the door, I guess. And you know what? Spells and where is it? Spiritual 28. Yeah. I will use third level. Yeah. There it is. Spell slot. Yep. All right. So Spirit Shroud.
Okay. And then hold your action.
Oops. Yeah, and hold my action. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so behind Bryn, that worm is closer. It pops up on its turn, and the sound you guys hear is at first you just feel pain. You almost don't hear it, but then it washes over you, and you can feel your body locking up. I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw. Yep, even Kirby. Fuck. I thought he was out of the.
Ah.
Nope. Nat 20. Fuck yeah, Kirby. Thank
Good
God.
job, Kirby.
22.
22.
Yes,
16.
luckily I have a +7 now.
Bryn?
9.
9. So the flying Kronos and Bryn lock up and seize and fall to the ground. Plop, plop. They are stunned for 1 minute. All right. The other worm, sensing the falling and plop plops on the ground, is going to move to the closest one and make an attack.
So this one or this one? The one that just breached or the other one?
So the other one, the one that just breached did the trill.
Okay.
And that would be Bryn, it's attacking.
So where would you like me to move him?
Right up adjacent anywhere to Bryn.
How about that?
That is good.
Okay.
Okay, I need to look at something because
Just try not to overlap them.
Yeah, you're good. I don't think Kirby still has this because it was part of his cleric thing, I believe. Shit. Good thing you're raging. I will say that. So, with advantage on the stunned Bryn, it makes a nat 20. So I need, which is actually kind of negated in some sense because it's piercing damage. So half of the piercing damage was 44. That's going to go to 22. So put 22 damage on Bryn plus 20 cold damage that doesn't get reduced. And I think I need to double check if stunned is an auto fail dex save.
I have a defense against cold.
That's cold climate, right? That's mountainous terrain, the high climate stuff.
It just says resistance cold mountain born.
Oh, then yeah, you have resistance to cold, so that 20 becomes 10 then too. I didn't know Goliath actually had like damage resistance. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, cold resistance. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Haha!
But
I did a thing.
But you automatically fail dexterity saves because you're stunned, so you're swallowed by the worm. So, as you guys are watching, a worm rips up, screams. Dis behind you, you see Bryn fall to the ground. Another worm shoots out of the wall, goes down, and just goes back down into the ground underneath Bryn and disappears. Then comes back, and you see the head of that worm pop back up, and it makes a trill sound, but it's not the scream like the other one made. So it's technically in the same spot, but down one, and it's kind of and Bryn is no longer in that spot.
Okay, so it's in the same spot, but down one, like here.
Like that. Yep. And Bryn is technically in that same spot, but you can't see her because she has been eaten.
So we can't see in its mouth.
Nope.
It's not this close.
And she's in the gullet, in the throat of it. So that is the worm's turn. Dis, it is your turn.
Okay.
Give me a survival check.
Are we in the same space right now?
Technically, yeah. So you can move the worm up one and then move Bryn up one too. I thought you were over one. That's my bad.
14. Survival?
Yeah.
Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So you do know that from instances before, enough damage from either on the inside or outside can get the creature to reflexively vomit up what it has in its stomach. Or what is traveling to its stomach.
There will be some damage.
Yes, and it has to be done in one turn, not one attack, I believe. Yeah, single turn. So you just have to do enough damage to it in a turn, and it has to make a saving throw against that. Its regurgitation.
I'm laughing because my question now becomes: is Shay an ally within 5 feet?
No, Shay is not Nope, Shay is not threatening the worm.
Okay, so
the worm is pretty heavily threatening me right now.
My shadow moves up. Now I attack. Oh! We're gonna. I'm not re-rolling that. So. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to jinx it.
Will you say what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, you got a natural 20.
On my sneak.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead and roll damage. You're probably going to get
60.
over the damage threshold. 60 total? Or was that with the necrotic?
Plus 2d6, plus 1d8. 70, plus 9 is 79.
So it has to beat a 20 Constitution saving throw. It rolled a 10 on the dice. It has plus 12. Shay is still swallowed.
For my second attack...
How much damage was that total, though?
79.
79. Boom.
See, buddy, you were down on your perch and I got swallowed by a worm.
I rolled a 3 and a 14. So 14 plus...
Yeah, that's going to hit.
15?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So... And this is... Go ahead. This is my second... the attack that the shadow gets.
Okay, so your extra attack with the rapier.
Yeah, I haven't done my offhand yet.
Hurt.
So 1d8 plus 2d6 is 14 plus 9 is 23. And then the offhand is only a 16 to hit.
16 to hit? No, it does not hit.
Okay, so the offhand misses.
9, 10. All right. Boom. So that is a total of 101 in the turn, which triggers the thing. It already made the save. And then it goes to Bryn's turn. So, Bryn. A swallowed creature is blinded and restrained, but you have total cover against attacks on the outside. So if anyone wants to use AoE attacks on the worm, you will not hit Bryn, for clarification.
Solid.
But what I do need from you is Let's see. Oh no, you don't make any saves at this point. Do you? No. Okay, so you just take 10 acid damage and then 5 cold damage because you are having that because your resistance. So 15 damage, but you have your turn. You are just restrained and blinded. So restrained means you have speed of 0, and then your attacks have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So you can still attack recklessly, giving you advantage.
Yes.
But it'll just be a single
and
roll.
it'll just be a regular attack.
Yep. And you can try to do damage from the inside as well. And if you want, you could even put yourself in the fireball and launch a fireball in here. You're going to hit yourself with it, and you'll have disadvantage against the save. But
let's just try recklessly attacking.
Okay.
And is that thing zapping me?
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
So if it zaps me, am I taking I take damage from that?
Only if you hit it and if you choose to hit it. If you slap it, it's like just a free action.
I slapped it before this.
Prior, that engaged it. That turned it on. Now
so
you have to slap it again if you want it to do to 1 point. That way it doesn't just do it automatically. I know I said auto, but I mean you can hit it as part of your movement. It's not an action to interact with. So you choose.
I just wanted to see if it was going to hit me or not. No. Okay. I'm pretty sure that being swallowed counts as being attacked.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
And I've taken plenty of damage. I don't think I need more.
Yeah, you're pissed. You're plenty mad.
I feel like I'm already sufficiently raged.
Actually, real quick, before you do anything, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw because you were stunned. I forgot about that.
You have an awesome wisdom, babe.
13.
Okay. So, that will be one more round of stun. Kronos, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
So if I'm stunned, I can't attack, right?
Yeah, your turn's void.
Great.
But at least we know what we're doing when you're not stunned anymore.
Hey, buddy, can you give me good luck on the next time I have to roll? Because look,
16 for my wisdom.
It's not good.
I'm glad I put this light over here. I can finally see a little bit.
16 for your wisdom?
16 for my wisdom saving throw, yeah.
All right, you are stunned, and it is the Frostworm's turn. That Frostworm is going to move away from you, Dis, so you can hit it with the attack of opportunity and use your reaction if you want.
I do.
Okay. And it's once per turn, so you actually still get your sneak attack because your thing is threatening it. Because I'm pretty sure the sneak attack is per turn, not per round.
It is per turn.
Yep. So your sneak attack still.
I've been reading.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of rules. Not as bad as it used to be, though.
12 plus. Does the 26 hit?
26 does hit.
Okay. So then this, plus this, plus this. 20, 32, plus 9, 41.
41. Make another save here. Oh, fuck. Okay, 13 on the die. That's going to make it with a 25. Does not regurgitate 21 damage, though. So it's still fucking got a lot of damage done to it.
So he's moving which direction? I'm sorry.
So he basically takes that whole back wall out, and he moves straight to the back corner of the other room and whips around and kind of looks towards you, but you're flying, so he can't catch a beat on exactly where you are, but because of the reverberations from the jetpack, he can sense the area, but he could make an attack on you. Yeah. Or at least not an attack. It'd be a blind attack, essentially. Boom. He moved away from the damage he took because it was a fucking lot. The other worm, however, is going to make an attack at 31 on the sleeping Kronos. So Kronos, you take 22 piercing damage and 10 cold damage, and you fail the dex save, so you are swallowed as well. So Kronos is in that worm, and that worm is right over where Kronos is exactly, and blocking Kirby from leaving.
So how much damage total?
32.
Okay.
Dis, you get a little message that goes, "Find cover, fuck this." I'm gonna go ahead and look up Firestorm since it's been a day. Firestorm, 7d10. That whole room, he's going to fill with Firestorm, which is 7d10, and because they're vulnerable to fire, is going to really fuck their day up. 41, 82. 82 damage to both of them.
I'm sorry, I was muted. Can I have my shadow take a step back so he's not in the room?
Yeah, he gave you a warning, so you could definitely do that. 4, boom. So not quite. 82 on this one. Both of them have to make saving throws. A 5 and a 6. Both of them fail. That's fucking dope. So Kronos, you are in the room, in any adjacent square, and same with Bryn. They're in the room, any adjacent square to the beast.
Okay.
So you kind of look in the room. You have your shadow step back, and you just see 5 missiles go past the worm that's right there at that door. They skirt past and start blowing up on them, and then in the room in the back, and that whole room just fills with fire. And when the fire recedes, you can see the worms, your party members have slumped onto the floor, covered in like this sort of steaming saliva. The saliva isn't cold. The cold damage comes from the worm itself. The saliva is more acidic, so it's not continually doing damage, but it is steaming off you in the cold environment.
Why am I drippings with goo?
And
Yes.
this.
I knew I uploaded that for a reason. Is the one in the top right corner still alive?
Yes, it is. And you can tell that your friends are still stunned.
I cast Lightning Bolt.
Ooh. Dexterity save, right? Good choice. 13 on the die, -1 is 12.
Each creature makes a dexterity saving throw. It doesn't tell me what the... Oh, DC is 16.
Yeah, so you fell.
Okay.
Full damage.
So,
Is it 8d6? Or
let me see here.
I think it's like fireball, but I can't remember.
Yeah, it's 8d6.
Okay.
Uh, 23.
All right, 23. 1, 2.
And I
arcs down.
land hard.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. That was your action. Do you do anything with your bonus? You still have movement. You only landed. That's technically not any of your movement. That's just fluff.
Well, no, it's bait. But,
I know. Yeah.
fuck it. 15, 20, 25, 30. This one will go... Yeah. There you go.
All right. Bryn, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Can you give me luck? Give me luck, okay? Let's see.
Good luck.
Yes! 25.
There you go.
Thank you, buddy.
You kind of come to and you're like, what was that sound? Why am I covered in goo? This burns. Ow. But you're up. And you kind of
Just
look
like-
I'm not.
Just like unfriend.
He wasn't your friend to begin with.
Right?
Unfollow.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you have your whole turn. Standing up is half of your movement, so you have 20 feet of movement left.
Okay. So there's the one in front of me?
Yes. And the one that's down on the other side, too.
Babe, what happened to your damage absorption thing?
I didn't use it.
You had to use it as a reaction, and she was stunned the whole time.
Yeah.
If he attacks you again.
Yeah. I got it. Thanks. I'm a fireball. Because I'm
Fuck. At least you're not casting your once-a-day meteor.
No.
10, 20. So, okay. This might also hit Dis. see. No,
What's
this is
the
good.
range?
20. So if she hits the back wall, she'll still hit her. So if she takes a step back, she can hit the back wall and not hit her.
Yeah.
But
Which is what I will do.
boom. She throws the axe at the back wall, and as it does, you see the form of the axe just turn into a lance of fire and just hit that, slam into the back wall and explode. What is the DC save?
Hold up. Where is it?
It should say. If it doesn't, I think it's.
I can't remember where I find it.
I'm looking on the axe right now. Axie. It should be right with the ability, but it might not be.
Oh, sorry, I've got all this.
No, it just says dexterity saving throw. So this is going to be yours. A save based on 5+. That's 9 plus 8, so it's gonna be 17. So it fails. Go ahead. It's gonna take all 8d6 and then doubled. I like how knowing the formula for DCs is really helpful when you need to do it on the fly. Holy shit!
28, and then you said doubled.
56.
56. So that first one, you throw the lance behind you as you stand up and step back. Turns into the axe. It turns into the lance of fire and explodes. That whole wall and area is just enclosed in another cell of fire. This is a little bit more dense and hot than the firestorm. It almost seems to sit there with the anger of the Valkyrie being swallowed and hang on it. And then when the fire goes away, the head of the worm is just gone. There's just a singe mark where its head was, and the worm sort of falls back into that wall and slumps down. Doesn't block anything off, but it is dead. The other worm. And that is your action, because it's not an attack. That's like casting a spell. It's like casting Firebolt. So you still have a little bit of movement, 15 feet of movement, and a bonus action. Let's see. Under bonus actions, I don't think, yeah.
Where did you get brown?
So here's the interesting thing. I'm going to go ahead and allow this because I think it's cool. Technically, your fireball is your axe, right? That's a melee weapon. It's not a melee attack, but, I mean, the fireball was the accident, and the fireball is what hit the worm, and it came from your hand. So we'll go ahead and say you killed this creature. So if you want, you can use your bonus action to use your axe again. And it's within range if you take your movement.
Yes.
2 diagonal 15 steps.
Yep.
And boom. Go ahead and roll.
Just to hit, right?
Mm-hmm. And you can choose to attack reckless, since before you didn't really attack. If you want to choose now, you can.
Yeah, so I'll attack reckless, and it's just it's my regular axie attack, right? Like I'm not.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Are you
Nat
attacking
20.
the other
Nat
worm?
20.
32.
You might want to have.
Move her diagonally.
Yeah.
2 steps because she's got 15 movement left.
Right
you
there.
might want to have Luke move out of the way.
No, she's hitting it with the
I'm
axe.
just attacking
okay.
with my axe.
I thought you were doing another fire.
No, I
thing.
can only do that once.
Yep. And then since you killed it, you get your bonus action attack, take your steps, swing down into it, and go ahead and make your attack the natural 20, which is 2d12. Go ahead and roll the 4d8 separate for me for the fire.
Okay. So it was 23, and then the 2d8.
48. Oh, yeah.
Is it 2d8 or 4d8?
Did you roll to attack? So it's 2d8, but it's going to double. That was my bad. I said 48 because I was used to
So 5 doubled is 10. So
10.
it's 10 fire and 23 other.
23. Okay, so 10, so 33.
33.
Ooh. So that's 110 damage done to it already. Sorry, 95. No, hold on. I can't do math. I am done. That is an 8, not... Okay. Boom.
Side check your DM, by the way.
115.
Oh, sorry.
115. There we go. Dyslexia, everybody. It's really fun. And that was full economy there, full movement bonus and that. So Kronos, you're actually next. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is enough to wake you up. It is a 20 exactly. It's the same thing. You sort of come to and you're like, this isn't the spot I just was. And you are covered in just a nasty smelling acidic goo. It's no longer burning, but just tingling a little bit.
Yay! All right, so I guess I'm prone, and it's in my.
Yeah, you can
in
attack
my-
it.
Okay. Let's see. I'll just go ahead and.
You're gonna say in your range, right?
In my personal space.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't think. Okay, so with the Polearm Master, since I am where I'm at, does that mean I get the second as a bonus action? I can.
So
attack
it's
for-
when it moves into your space, but technically
Okay.
you were stunned when that happened, when it ate you, so you didn't get a chance to do that.
Okay, so that's only when. Okay, gotcha.
It moves into your space, yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Bah. Fine.
Yep, frostworms, man.
Well, I mean, I was thinking about, like, thunder stepping away and then shooting it, but if I do a thunder step, that takes my action, so I can't really do that. So.
And so far, you've killed them all with fire, which has been dope. You guys have done so much damage with that fire.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna shoot it again with fire. Now, does that count as a spell? And does the what is it? Where did the Kirby's rod of
So you don't
power?
have that yet, yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah, okay. Gotcha. All right. So anyway, yeah, I'll shoot it with fire. Shoot it with fire.
So go ahead and give me an attack, your spell attack.
That is 20. Dirty 20.
20 hits. Yep, dirty 20 hits.
And then
3d8 or 3d10.
3d10, yes.
Trip 10s, trip odds.
7 plus 6 is
13.
13. Plus another 3 is 16.
So 32. 7, 40, 147.
Oh, and I popped my Spirit Shroud as Radiant last time, so that's...
Well, you don't.
D-
You got stunned though.
Oh,
You-
okay, right. So, concentration, gotcha.
I mean, you can actually make saves if you want. You took boom and boom. So go ahead and give me 2 Constitution saves. We can actually see if it's still up. Because stunned, it doesn't drop it. For some reason, I thought it was unconscious, but it's not. It's just stunned.
Alright, so first Constitution saving throw. Let's see, 16 plus 6, so that's
That does it.
22.
Yep, you had to be
And then second Constitution saving
16.
throw. That one is an 8 plus 6, so
14.
that. You beat a 10 though, because the DC is half the damage, which is 10. So for that second one, so you're good.
all right.
You
Sweet,
actually
so
still
it's
have
another-
Spirit Shrouds, yeah.
All right, so another D8 then.
D8 radiant damage.
And that is another 4 radiant damage.
4, so 152 or 151. Boom. Yeah, and you can see that the fire is still cooking at that worm that's in the back. You guys can smell it burning away. It's got an odd smell to it. But after that, do you have? You said you used your. Did you? Oh, you still have your bonus action in your movement.
Yeah, I still have my bonus action. Let's see. New action, bonus action. I think I will. I think I will Misty Step away from the worm. Actually,
Oh yeah, and you cantrip, so no, yeah, you're good.
yeah. So, yeah, kind of back towards the corner. Not fully in the corner, but just.
Which
let's see,
corner?
5, 10, 15. 15, 20. Down towards where the eye would be, but away from the worm.
Okay, so bottom right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Bottom
I'm sorry.
right corner.
Bottom right corner.
Not there, but the one right up diagonally from where you had me.
That.
Right there. Thank you.
Boom, and then now it is Le Frost Worm's turn. Okay. For the moment, this thing is going to retreat, which means, Bryn, would you like to use your reaction to hit it?
Yes, I would.
As it just sucks straight down into the ground.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
It threw up its meal, took a lot of fucking damage. This seems to be way more effort than it's worth, at least at this moment. It is trying to get away from you.
25.
That hits.
Well, what the fuck? Okay, so 14 and then 2d8 is another 12.
The 2d8 is fire, right?
Yes.
So 24.
So 24. Yeah.
12 fire and 14 other.
So 8, 184.
38.
So as it's going away, you can hear it. It lets out another trill as its
Mhm.
action on its turn. But you guys are all immune to that trill, like to a frostworm trill for 24 hours. So it doesn't affect you in the way the other one did. And you guys think possibly, like I always say, for the moment, you're safe.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Perhaps.
Maybe. And go ahead and give me... Oh, well, your perceptions are so fucking... You would just see this. As it retreated, you can see that it's damaged that lower wall that leads into where the... It is, but it's not enough that you can see through it, but it's definitely enough that it's weak. I will say that much.
I'm gonna march up to it and just fucking Leonidas kick it.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
By the way, you guys, you were asking me how I would blast through the wall earlier. We have fucking grenades.
Not only that, you have a shatter spell. It's made specifically to break objects.
Nat 20.
Oh, you got a nat 20?
Yes.
I don't believe you. No, I'm just kidding. So you sort of step up and you kick it and you sort of like sit there and you meet it and you realize if you had been any way off kicking this uneven surface with your foot like that, you could have broken something and taken some damage. But with the way you hit it, you're like, that's pretty solid. And you push a little bit more and your foot begins to go into where the rubble was cracked. And you kind of push your foot through and you can see in there. There's enough that you can see in there as you pull your foot out.
I'm going to glance back at everyone and just say, meet me in that place. Or, you know what? Just get back to the fucking ship. Get back to the ship. Everyone back to the...
So...
I'm going to bamf. So right there.
As soon as you get there, you see that eye that now has a red glow behind it begins to scan the suit, and you can see like the vectors of all the little scanning lines basically hitting you in the space. And then you can see in the room, Kronos, as you guys are leaving the star map room, you can see in the sun, you see a little red ping go boom, 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 boom.
That's what we...
And you're standing in the hologram, so it's like you can walk around, move among the planets, like kind of reach out and poke at them. You can't touch them physically because they're holograms. As you're swiping at them, Kronos, you realize you can't touch anything. So.
Right. So it's like the Iron Man technology is just kind of swirling around.
Yeah. You feel like you should be able to grab it and move it, but you just can't.
Right, because I'm not Drow.
Are you still standing here, or have you moved?
Just kind of standing there right now. Yeah, why?
The fuck's the range on our grenades? I want to make sure you don't die.
I mean, I can definitely move.
Yeah.
Moving is an option.
Well, I'm really curious. How is a grenade gonna help?
To clear the wall so I can walk back through.
Oh,
you said I could see in there.
Yeah, but you can also just use a bonus action to Bam.
Yeah, but they can't.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't realize you wanted other people to get in here.
I mean, I could shatter the wall.
Okay, you shatter the wall. Please.
So,
My
Bryn, your
grenades.
turn. Are you doing anything on your turn?
What is even happening anymore?
The star map is turned on, and there's a ping on it now.
Okay. I'll hold until everyone else decides what the fuck they're doing.
Kirby moves into the room with the star map. You don't really actually have to physically move him right now. Starts just moving around, looking at stuff, trying to poke at the planets. He's like, "This must be an old map. It looks like Piri's still here." And he kind of like going around looking at like different planets. And then it's your turn again.
Yeah, I wanted to scan this map and compare it to the map we currently have of the solar system.
So you have two maps. It matches the old map you had from the other temple, the first temple you went to, or the second temple you went to.
I'm going right there. I'm going
No,
to
it's the
pray,
first one. Oh,
and I'm going to reach out and attempt to grasp the ping.
so when you pray, you get a little file, like a little voice file that pops up in your suit, and you also, when you reach up to try and grab it, it feels like you've grabbed a hold of something solid.
Play the voice file.
Okay. Let me open my note real quick.
Are you gonna narrate it for us?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to with my dyslexic fucking reading aloud. So buckle up. You basically get a voice file when you play it. You hear someone say like, "If you're hearing this, I've been killed, and there's a good chance you're searching for my lost relic. This is what I understand after my life of fighting a war with Zorg at my side of the situation. It all started with the fall of Ryzen. Something invaded our solar system and destroyed the moon in the process. It left behind traces of biomatter on the moon's rubble that the elves began to experiment with genetically. They accelerated the growth of what they called the tadpole, growing it into some kind of aberrant humanoid. While these experiments were going on, my homeworld was changing. The new darkness was changing our skin, while the invader was twisting our minds. And when he says the invader, you think he's talking about whatever broke the moon. I couldn't see it because of my psionic... I couldn't see it because of my psionic implant, but something was whispering to my people on Rashana. The High Elves began to investigate with a heavy hand, pushing the invader into a corner, and it caused my people to fight. I bought into its propaganda. No psionic manipulation was needed, just ego and pride. As we fought back while the elves tried to eradicate the invader, I eventually led a clandestine suicide mission to Fellendir, attempting to assassinate the royal court. Instead, they showed me what they had learned, what they had been doing, and let me in on their plan. I left behind my apprentice when I left for this mission, a young drow named Zorg that I mentioned before. He was a powerful psionic. He was only growing stronger during our campaign against the elves. I was blind to the changes in him, believing his anger came from the want to defend his people, but it became clear when I returned to Rashana. Once the High Court released the plague on our world in an attempt to kill the invader, it only worsened the situation. I was hoping for salvation, but only found more pain. I called a meeting of our people explaining the situation. The High Court tried to help, but they failed. No one was coming to save them, or to save us. They needed to find and fight this invader. This threw Zorg into a rage. We needed to find and fight this invader. I tried to fend him off, but he only grew angrier and angrier until he let out a psionic scream that killed every remaining drow on Rashana. But somehow I don't think the scream came from Zorg. It came from something else. I barely made it out of there alive, my age getting the best of me. I retreated to an ancient elven temple at the system's edge, and had the clergy remove the blood eye and hide it. I left the telepathic lure with the temple to call a noble heart to the task. The burden of the blood eye is yours now. And yeah, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wow. 23.
You get a sense that you have to move that to Piri.
I have to move what to Piri?
The ping.
Oh, so I have to drag it from where the sun is on the map over to where Piri is on the map?
That's the sense you got from that save, yeah.
Okay. I'll give it a shot.
You move it when you move it to Piri on the map, nothing happens.
I'm gonna, instead of doing that, I'm going to move it to where this temple would be on that map.
You do that. You go ahead and give me a intelligence check. So this is going to be, we'll say history, because if you have history in it, it'll give you a little bit of a bonus. But if not,
It's the same plus as my intelligence. So
okay, so go ahead and give me a roll with that.
14 plus 3.
Okay, nice. 14 plus 3 doesn't take much time. It was a pretty easy check. You kind of get it to the relative spot where you think it would be when it locks into position, and it disappears from your hand and sort of like darts into the ground. The little pinprick of red light that was the ping sort of expands and grows bigger, and as the vector grows, you can see arcane sigils, and then in the middle of it, it sort of begins to glow bright hot, and you see there is a steaming, glowing red, like iron cylinder type object, kind of like the immovable rod, but bigger and thicker, with a thicker shaft. No, but it just sort of sits on the ground, and you can see that like molten, a little bit of the molten minerals and stuff that was on it from the sun sort of runs off it. Not much, but just like a thin veil of it kind of goes onto the ground, and it's sitting there steaming very, very, very hot.
Mage hand. No. I don't have it.
Did that make you giggle, Hugo?
Oh, shit. Does this thing look like it would stand up to damage?
Yes.
Okay. The reason I ask, would putting Ray of Frost or Frostbite on it do anything?
Go ahead and try. No, you think that would actually work. You think that with the magical defenses this thing has to withstand the heat of the sun, that spell probably wouldn't break it.
Okay, then I'm going to cast Frostbite.
But chemistry, the sudden change in temperature... No, I'm just kidding.
Snaps it, rends
it. No, but yeah, you
Snaps
start
the motherfucker right in half.
You start hitting it with the ray, and you can kind of like hear the iron sort of screeching and groaning, but it does eventually stop, and you can get to a point where it's not hot anymore. And as you get it close to the armor, it actually just almost similar to like the aperture on a camera. It just sort of like and slides open, and you can see inside just a eye-sized red gem with silver facets on the back end, and there's sort of a surgical scalpel on the back end of it, and another one facing the other way that's almost kind of like a beak to a bird, how a bird beak works, but they're two scalpels, and it's connected to the facet.
I pick it up.
As you pick it up, the scalpels start twitching and clicking or clacking at you, and you can see that they start to expand a little bit off the faucet of the gem or the blood eye, and as it does that, you can see a mechanical spine that stretches as it moves.
Yeah. Let's go back to the ship. Let's go back to the ship.
What's the matter? You don't like your new contact?
Is it better to do it here?
It is the temple.
Spiritually, religiously.
That's on you.
I look at Bran and I'm like, I hope you're still good enough to. I hope you're still healthy enough to carry me, because. Oof.
Yep.
Which is my better eye?
I'm really partial to your right one. That left one's kind of fucky, though.
Which eye was what's his fuck using?
It was the left eye on Genuine, where it was implanted.
Nice one place, safe one place. I'll get it near my left eye.
Okay, you get it near your left eye, close, and you can hear the clacking and clittering of the mechanical scalpels hitting each other.
Clittering.
Are you in your head? Are you willing it to are you like a tuning?
Yeah.
Set? Okay, so you guys watch as the scalpels that are
Oh my
twisting and
gosh.
turning dig into Dis's eye, and the mechanical spine begins to extend off the back of the faucet into the eye socket and down, connecting to the brainstem. Oh, that's a good roll. You only take 4 piercing damage as the scalpels dig its way through your eye.
Oh my
and connect
gosh.
to your brainstem. But
this is going to blood-curdling scream at this point.
To jolt and connect to your brainstem as you're screaming, what would you like to do?
What would I'm going to drop to my knees.
I'm going to hold you.
While
I don't watch.
And as in that hesitation, as Dis drops to the knees and the blood runs down the palm where she's holding the eye or the blood eye into the socket, a charge shoots through your body, Dis. You feel it. It is lightning damage. And this is a sensation you felt before, but never quite like this. You haven't felt lightning damage since the last campaign. This hurts. You take 10d10 lightning damage, but now we finally get to figure out what Manos' code did to you. Vulnerable to lightning damage. All right. 10, 20.
I dodge.
1.
I know, I'm looking.
50, but increased to 100 damage on top of the 4 piercing. It's 104 damage in this instance. I think that's enough to keep you standing.
It is.
But you see, for the first time ever, the purple, dark purple skin on Dis go pale almost looking like the because we were humans before, I think, right? Weren't we? Weren't we all just humans originally?
Until I died, and then I was
until you died, yeah. But the skin almost goes pale, and Dis is in the hand is sitting there shaking over the eye. And for a moment, you guys don't see the shock that goes through the body. You only see a twitch in Dis's body when the damage hits. And you take it, and you don't drop. However much vitality you have left is yours to do with as you see fit. But it is now installed, and I will add it to your character sheet right now.
I have 11 points of health.
Kronos. You feel vibration again.
I'm going to fall to hands and knees and turn my head to Kirby, Kronos, and Bryn and just say, get to the ship as fast as you can.
Before I do, can I use my Elven Spirit of Health to heal this bitch 70 points?
I'll be on the ship in literally one movement.
Okay. All right.
All right, I take it. We're getting out of here, so everybody stand around me.
Dimension door.
Well, teleport.
I'm just gonna teleport. I'm gonna teleport us all back to my ship.
I just look at Kronos and you're gonna have to come to me.
Okay.
We all go to this.
Yep.
I was already with this. I was holding this when this shit was happening. Trying not to cry and also not look.
So you guys got a little bit more to the story, at least of the video game. You guys got the artifact for the video game. And back to the ship without being completely digested by frostworms. So I think it's all good. And you didn't die, or no one got the death throw explosions because you guys used fire to kill them. Normally, they just explode when they die regardless. But I was doing a thing because I was throwing so many of them at you. I wasn't aware how much damage was going to be the output. So I was like, if they kill it with fire, which you had, they won't explode. So luckily,
this is the lowest I've been this season.
But they're supposed to blow up when they die. Just FYI.
Interesting.
Did you die?
The worms, yeah. They do an ice explosion. This one, it's not as bad. In 3.5, it was bad. And this one, it's not that bad.
I'm gonna
3.5
commit.
is
Can you
fucking
can you
brutal.
shrink your ship back down?
That's what I'm saying. I'm commanding my ship to shrink back into a necklace. So
Yeah.
that
Oh, okay. So yeah, you guys get back all on the ship and head up back into the solar system.
I'm heading to my bed. Well, first the bathroom, since I barely didn't pee myself. And then yeah, I'm gonna need some rest. Can I take a double long rest? Ouch.
Nice.
That was rough.
But now that you've taken that lightning damage disc, I actually need you to roll on the D6 again, I think. Hold on, let me look up the technovirus. We got too many fucking documents in our freaking thing here. It might be a D8, a D10. I can't fucking remember. Oh, bad.
D90?
Yeah, a D100. It
That
is
should
a D6. So go ahead and roll me a D6.
3.
3. So where once you felt this tingling kind of sensation in your arm, now you sort of have this like strange sweat that seems to just collect on your brow. And you wipe it away, it goes away for a little bit, but it seems to collect again. And it's really weird because you have that cold sensation that steams up, but now you have a constantly wet forehead as well.
What?
No, it's not actually really sweating, but you feel like a heat in your forehead, similar to like when you get like a heat rush when you've been outside for too long. So it like feels hot in your head.
Kronos! Need you to run a virus scan. Get me some
All right.
semantic up in this shit.
So are we long resting now? Is that
Yeah, you guys
official?
can hit the long rest, but
Oh, thank
before we
fuck.
go into the rest, because I'm assuming these scans are happening
Hey.
just before you're going into the rest.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check, Kronos.
All right. Medicine. Where you at, medicine?
Hugo, don't attack the
I can't help since it's me, right?
No.
Can I
Okay.
help?
Oh wait, no, yeah, you can because you're reading like medical readings and stuff. So technically, you could help.
I have a +6. Can I help?
I've got a +6 too.
Actually,
Alright.
Bryn would kind of come up and start looking at the scans with Kronos as Kronos is scanning, and then Dis has got like a cocked eye looking at the scan readings. As well.
Try.
I only have one eye.
The cocked eye.
Got a cocked jewel.
All right. So the first one was a dirty 20. 16
Okay.
plus foul.
So with the 20, you do notice that very minute changes in Dis's virus that you have before have occurred. There's definitely some sort of change, and if you would like, since you've noticed it, you kind of like make documents of the change.
Mhm.
It's similar to lightning, how you had vulnerability to lightning, but it's some sort of element. There seems to be tied to elements specifically. This
Like-
code.
Like copper or like
like
lightning.
fire, light,
Fire.
thunder.
Earth. Yeah.
well, it does feel kind of hot in my forehead.
So maybe fire.
Kirby
I think-
clicks a lighter. He's like, we could test this.
That might not help.
I hold my hand over it.
You take 2 points of fire damage.
Damn
I need you
it.
to roll a d6.
Oh, it's a random vulnerability?
Yeah.
Oh my god, 4.
Oh shit. Familiar tingles in your arm again. This is how you were supposed to figure it out, but you never got lightning damage, so I couldn't fucking explain it.
No.
Dex saves, fucking damn it.
Right.
So I'm back to lightning sensitivity?
From what you think, yes. If you wanted to get rid of it, you could just force some lightning damage. You'd get a different one.
Then I just have a different one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Yeah.
you're
Well, I
starting
mean-
to get.
Since you're good at the dex save and you managed to avoid lightning so far, maybe just leave it on lightning for right now.
I need to get that enchanter dude on a... Wait. No, he's not tech though. He's just straight magic. Okay. All right. Well, we figured it out. Is there a point to me staying in the med bay, or can I long rest?
No, not to your knowledge. You can long rest.
Okay.
So, who is everyone just fucking like fuck this? We're taking a rest. We're parking the ship and we're just sleeping. Like what?
No, I thought we were flying.
Autopilot.
Yeah.
Autopiloting it back to the rebel base, and okay.
Cloaked.
That's what I
There's
would think.
nothing else around here that we need, right?
No, not that you're aware.
Okay, yeah,
Also,
Love
I
how you
have to
cover
say
your
that.
ass.
I have to say that.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Um,
I was asking, the group, like the party. There was nothing over in this sector of the solar
know what?
system that we needed.
Not that I'm aware of.
You know what? You make a good fucking point. You make a good fucking point. Can we retcon one thing of my movement?
What?
Before I leave, I come back over here and stand before it with both the armor and the eye, and
Okay,
see if anything happens.
I will say for brevity, you did do that, and no, nothing happened.
Okay.
You get the sense that now that
Yes,
you have
you
the
did that,
artifact, there's
indeed.
not extra hidden stuff.
Okay.
But
I
no,
just
you did do your due diligence. So
I
that
just
will
wanted to
bug
make sure
you.
that there wasn't like one more message
Yeah,
hidden in the
it's
armor.
good.
or
It's
something.
actually good thinking. I appreciate that. So yeah, you guys are all so. Who is taking a long rest on the ship while you're headed back? Because technically, it's a less than an hour back if you use warp, so you won't get a long rest until you're in the rebel base. So yeah, let's see. I need to figure this out because I need to know where you're resting. That's why. Okay, so yeah, you guys will get to the base before you can actually even finish a long rest.
I mean, I
So-
can pilot. So
So does Kronos want to pilot, and Dis and I will curl up in the back and just stay there after we get to the rebel base and finish the rest?
Well, that's kind of my inclination, but my question then becomes for shits and giggles, where we drop. Let's go to the Shadowfell.
Oh, so you have to use warp. You are using warp to get back, so you would have
Yeah.
to go to the Shadowfell again. But you guys have plotted a chart there, so you won't have to make the checks to plot back. So if you want, you can go ahead and pray or whatever, do your trance while you're there. If you want, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
That was kind of the point, is that I was gonna see if I could reach out while I'm still in there. Wisdom save is 11 plus 7, 18.
18. Okay. So there's a strange quiet that has come over you ever since you've put the eye in. It's almost like there was a ambient noise generated by the creatures, sentient creatures that people are aware of and can hear, that just, or they're not aware of, but they can hear it. And so now that you can't hear it, you're very aware of it. There's just this odd silence. But you go into your trance and you start reaching out when you're in the Shadowfell, and you actually get a strange that tower almost tries to seep into your vision again. But with the 18, you can push that aside, kind of almost expecting it, and you start peeking out into the void. And it's a strange sensation when you're out here in this area. It feels tangible, like you've never felt before. But nothing calls back with the 18. But you feel the tangibility of the Shadowfell and reaching on beyond the Shadowfell on the other side of it, you think maybe.
I don't think I will, some person. I don't think I will roll for that at all.
Roll to blow up the sun.
So
wait.
I guess my question, does it feel like I'm more connected to it in the sense that like we could use this not just as a shortcut, but like actually do something?
It's hard. It's hard to explain. It's a strange tangibility you've never felt before.
Okay.
Almost like it's real.
Almost like it is. I always assumed it was real, so that's why you're kind of blowing my mind here.
Yeah,
it wasn't before.
It was real to you. But this
now
is really real.
Now it's really
real.
We're in the really real world.
No, but there was a strange solidity to your thoughts when you're out there that you've never felt before, and it was just odd. So there was two sensations: the numbing and quieting of the ambient minds of others, which is sort of like the way I think of that is like, you know how when you think of someone and they call you, that kind of shit. That I imagine that's like an ambient sound or a noise that's just quiet now because no psychic anything basically penetrates the eye. And I'm getting that on your sheet right now. I'm just getting it.
Does our link still work?
So that's a neural link. That's not psychic psionics. That's actual technology routed into your brain, so you can still use that.
Okay. Next most important question. Do I still have my link with my fighter?
Yes, that's a elven racial thing.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that I didn't like screw over my ability to pilot.
No, that's more of an empathic control. It's not fully like a psionic command and shit like that. It's more of a feeling.
Okay.
Similar to how a ranger bonds with an animal.
I'm gonna take a shower because I imagine I'm bloody as fuck after.
Yeah, you're covered in not only your own blood but the blood of purple or frostworms.
Yeah. And God, is it better to meditate for my trance or just? Well, I mean, I could lay down, but I never actually achieve sleep, so.
You could try it for the first time ever. I'm gonna try and just not think about anything.
I will. I will spoon Bryn. I'm the big spoon.
Yeah, so it's odd. It's similar. It's similar to trancing, but this is more to like when you were first learning how to trance or learning how to first learning how to trance before you could guide it. It's more of just like a going to nothingness, but it is kind of feel like sleep. It's a little different, a little more restful than your other trances because you're not occupying your mind. Kronos, when you land to the ship, is there anything you want to do before you head to your rest, or are you just hopping and basically like, hey, we're here, guys. We're settling out for the night or whatever? Like, what's your goal when you get there?
I guess I'll go see what Bach's doing. Get back, see what progress he's made before I go crash out.
So when you look around, it seems like everyone's basically sleeping, except Teskin, who's sitting there munching on a salad at the table. He seems to not be able to sleep. He kind of sees you and goes like, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Can't sleep?
No, I haven't really been able to sleep much for a while now. I just get an hour here, 3 hours there, but not much more than that.
Uneasy?
Just a lot on my mind that I can't seem to quiet. The attack, what my role in it is supposed to be, if I even want to be here fighting, because I'm starting to like spending time with Gemini, so just a lot on my mind.
Right. Well, I mean, you got to do what's best for you, But if the Empire is allowed to continue, if they're allowed to continue and not fought off, I mean, what are you going to run to?
Exactly.
Where are you going to go?
That's why I'm still here.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to take a stand. Got to make a difference as best you can.
Want some food?
I actually am going to go crash out. I was going to ask you if you wanted to drink. See if you could maybe get some sleep.
I will take you up on that, actually. That probably would help.
All right, I'll summon Keggy to come out, and I'll have him a glass of mead.
When Keggy comes out, he can pick up on the smell of the weed in the keg, and he's like, "How about a little of that?" And he basically, he gets a hit off Keggy and gets some alcohol. But yeah, you can leave him there to get tired on his own, hopefully.
Yeah.
Let's see. As you sort of head back to your ship, find your quarters and lay down, you guys are all hit with a familiar sensation, that jolt of the dream world. You guys have felt this a couple times now, except this time it's kind of weird. You just hear stuff. It's like black. As you look around, you can feel Kronos. You can feel Dis and Bryn next to you. And Bryn, you can feel each other next to each other, like you're all standing in a little triangle. And then you hear the sounds of cheering. Oh, yeah, Baylor, Baylor, Baylor. And kind of weird. All of a sudden, things seem to visually take shape in front of you. And you can see that actually Perry is there too. And he's in the middle. And he's sort of looking down, and he kind of comes up and he goes, "Oh, This is sooner than I expected. Seems like he's eager to tussle. And he's looking at, in front of you, you can see a partially futuristic, partially ancient fantasy city. It looks like a mix between some sort of cyberpunk city, but a cyberpunk version of your old hometown, Bryn. I can't. It's not the Nightmare City or whatever. It was like Gordowin or whatever. I can't remember the actual name, but back from Neverending Quest 2, it's the same city with a huge coliseum in front of you that rises up above. You can't see into it. You only see the wall and hear the chanting of just Baylor, Baylor, and then you hear a roar of a huge beast. And then Perry goes, "Oh, I see. He wants to end this now. Well, it's a good thing I got a few tricks up my sleeve." And he starts like pulling his hands back, and this arcane energy starts to radiate from his hands, and he starts weaving sigils again. And he sort of goes like, you're the closest tied to her. And he sort of starts writing these sigils on you guys that are both sort of like these pink and purple sigils that start kind of gathering all on you. As he's writing them, they just sort of appear on your skin and your armor. He's like, he's going to try and take her and kill her as fast as he can. So protect her with your life. And basically Perry puts his hand on your chest, and you guys feel a strange sensation. Bryn, you felt this before. Dish, you've kind of felt this before way back, but your form is shifting, and you can feel wings sprouting from your back. And as the Colosseum gets smaller below you, and you raise up into the air, and you can see down in it. Down inside the Colosseum, you see a huge, almost like a Rancor, but it's a Tarask, for those who know what a Tarask is. And there's a little man riding his back, a little barbarian from your perspective, sort of with his hand raised in the air, holding a spear, and he's got the reins of the Tarask in another hand. And the crowd around him is just chanting his name. Kronos, he's like,
Yes.
I'm going to need you to protect her too. But I'm not going to merge you. I think merging 3 people might be a little too much. Any form of other sigils.
You can move on. I'm good.
You see the blue sigils on you, and you feel like the armor growing around you as like your ship sort of like dives bombs you, breaks apart, and lands around you and starts to just build and build. And you can feel your vision kind of go into the cockpit and raise up, and you can see down into the Colosseum just over the wall, head to head with the Tarask in front of you. If you want, you can pull up that map this real quick if you have it. If not, because we're going to stop here anyway. This is where we'll pick up next session.
I'm just going to
I'm
play
sorry.
one thing just for a second.
Go ahead. So,
Nice.
Kronos, as you turn your sight to next to you to see the presences, you see flying in the air above you a huge, gargantuan-sized moth with these fluorescent wings, with all this little spores gliding down to the ground of it. It's sort of like fairy fire type light. And then you look down and you can see that there's this big sort of arc reactor in your chest, and you've got these sort of kind of short arms and big, long, fucking muscular legs, and you are Mecha Godzilla. And Perry is back there with his arms open, and he kind of like glides back, and he's like, I'm going to need to focus on this. Also, I'm going to be looking for his name. He must construct these dream worlds from his consciousness, which means he's really here. You keep the avatar away, which is the dream avatar, which is the thing you guys always kill to stop the dream. And he's like, I'm going to search out for him and find him. When we find him, bring him to me. And that's where we'll stop this session. We'll pick up next session.
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes.
That's awesome.
That shit's going to be so fucking fun. And you guys have the character sheets for Mothra and Mechagodzilla on your extras.
Yeah.
And the way merged Mothra is going to work, it's going to be similar to a starship. You both get turns, and you both get to use the economy however you want. It's different in the starship in terms of you guys can both attack, both move. So Mothra is a powerhouse.
Look at some person. Is this a dream? Whatever you do, don't think of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, don't do that.
J. Edgar Hoover is writing the Tarask.
No, actually, the person who's writing that is the person Bryn hates most in the world.
Me?
Now, the man who destroyed her city, and who's going to do it again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just a dream version of him. But still.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill him, huh?
All right, Shay, you ready to switch back?
Yep.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome.
Boom! Holy shit! This was this legitimately turned my stomach.
What, getting swallowed?
The getting swallowed wasn't great. And then there was, the really fun disc getting their eye gouged out. It was also fun.
Taking 104 points out of 115 was awesome. Sure glad I did not take any damage in that combat.
Yeah, I was really hoping you would. It
Thanks.
would have been so nice for you to put that in and just fucking die.
I
mean, they could have
honestly,
brought you back, but...
I was expecting a death save. It really was.
Yeah, I was playing with that. Like, should it just be a death save? But then I was like, no, I made it electricity damage, and then you rolled electricity, and I was like, that's fucking perfect. It's basically a death save. But yeah, you made it. Barely.
I'm really glad because at the end of that fight, I was getting ready to do my spell to heal Bryn.
Yeah,
the one that hurts me, minor life transference.
Yeah, that would have.
And I was gonna cast it at 3rd level. I was gonna upcast it, so it would have been 48 off of me.
Yep. Yeah, that would have. You'd have been dead. You'd have been making death saves.
Still have the staff of healing.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't really reaching for it. And I'm sorry, but she's my priority before anything else.
You weren't really reaching for it, Hugin. Yeah.
See?
Oh.
Hugin's my bro. He's got my back.
One thing I will say, I keep forgetting it. When you guys got back onto the ship before everyone, like after everyone caught their breath for a moment in warp before Dis went to the trance, he presented everyone with a gift. Dis and Brynny presented it to you when you two were in your space, and then Kronos, he presented it to you when you were in the cockpit. And he goes up to Bryn and Dis and gives them 2 rings. And he basically says, these are yours to do with as you want. One is the Shield of Zenzarina, and the other is Wings of the Valkyrie. And I'll put them back on your sheet if they're not there. I think I mean to put it back on Dis's. Yeah. Oh, it is there? Okay. And then
and I've been wearing it and using it for my +1/2 saving throws because I didn't.
I know. I put it on the sheets. I wasn't really too worried about it. Okay. And then, so you guys are given 2 rings by Kirby because he was supposed to do this like 3 episodes ago. And then Kronos, you're presented. He comes to you with this box, and he's like, "I've already given Dis and Bryn their gifts, but yours is special. It's a unique part of me that I wanted to give to you." And he sort of opens this box, and in it you see, and then sort of like the immovable rod, but he goes, "I want to present you my rod of power."
It's the dick off his back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What is?
How does it work?
Yeah. What does it do?
Man,
what does your rod do, young man?
So happy you asked. So all you got to do is, as long as you're firmly grasping my rod in your hand, it helps your casting abilities.
Right. So it's a focus.
You feel more magical. My God.
So just so we're aware, Kirby gave Bryn and Discord love rings, and then he gave Kronos his rod. So don't say he didn't ever do anything for you.
Is it his name Steve?
That's it. That's his real name. Yeah, but you guys have called him Kirby so long while he was disassociating. He's kind of stuck with it.
Thank you, Steve.
Mm-hmm. Look at it.
So do I need to recharge this thing, or just twist the end and it goes? Bzzz,
oh no! There's plenty of Kirby to go around.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you stroke the shaft once every day at dawn?
No, just a firm grip. That's all I need. And Kirby's like, if a ooze could laugh and be holding back a laugh like Flubber, that's kind of what he looks like right now.
Oh,
okay.
I appreciate it.
And on that note,
thank you all so much for watching. Oh my gosh.
it is mighty powerful.
It is a mighty powerful rod. So, yeah, does it shoot a beam of white light? Oh my gosh, some person.
No, it's not a rod. It's not a rod of power. Oh, powerful. I thought you guys said, is it a rod of power so Kronos can't use it? I was like, no.
All right.
Isn't it Kirby's rod of power?
Yeah.
Look at feline. Keep it around.
Damn, that is a fucking ouch. Oh my
Stop,
god.
terrible woman.
Feline, you just gained like 3 points in my book.
That's fucked up. All right, so I'm just throwing this out there. There's been a lot of shenanigans going on with some streaming platforms that I will not name, that I'm sure you could probably figure out.
Oh.
So we also now have a channel on Rumble as of 10 minutes ago. So feel free to go sub to us over on Rumble. I'm working on getting our YouTube content ported over. Yeah, let's go to Rumble. Let's see what happens over there. Basically, Sai and I are just trying to hedge our bets, make sure that we are everywhere you want to be, which is a lot of fucking places at this point.
And don't want to be.
And everywhere you don't want to be. We're
Exactly.
like a venereal disease.
We're just kind of everywhere. We're just spreading far and wide. But yeah, you can also make sure
Wow.
that you follow us on Facebook. We're on Twitch, all sorts of places. So please make sure to go and sub to us there. Thank you so much for hanging out, and we will see you guys next week.
Not next week.
No, not next week. The week after. Sorry, my bad. Or the week after
No.
that. 2 weeks.
Not even
3 weeks. We'll see you in
3
3 weeks.
weeks.
Bye, guys.
We'll put out a tweet. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Can I unmute myself?
No.